let's get started. Where are we at? Oh, do we need to get down? 201, right?
Yep.
So today's going to be interesting from what I'm hearing. 201. Oh, wait, hold up. I got to bring up my...
Yeah, there's a lot more interesting things going on today.
Bring up my list. That's probably good right there. All right, we are starting. Starting with the Natsu. 2 MP, Psychic and Flying. Got to consider the Psychic type Z move. A very interesting will. I remember when I first saw this figure. This was like way early in Pokemon Duel, and I was like, man, I should probably use this figure. It's a lot of purple. We do have gold. Like, it doesn't die because there was a lot of white at the time when this, when the game launched. Future Sight, which this Pokemon and optionally the opponent Pokemon may respin. I've never even seen Future Sight ever used in the game in its entirety. Ever since I played it, I've never seen this. I've never used it. And then Teleport, we know Teleport moves 2 steps away. Quick Attack. I mentioned something yesterday when I took a picture of it and put it or posted it. I think it's a solid D tier just because of having it be able to survive. Do you guys think it belongs in D, belongs in E, or in C? Tell me. What do you think?
I think it's E.
You think it's E? Okay, why?
Yeah. I don't know, it's just basically a useless figure because, like if you use a Z move, it will be like 60? Yeah, 60 Z move. It will be, I'll say like E or even D. It's basically useless.
Yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying where it's useless. Like, it doesn't really KO anything. It doesn't really have mobility because it can't move through figures. I mean, I guess the mobility is only, the Psychic Z move, which you've alluded to, only does 60 damage. Yeah, I don't see it being... But I still see it being from an E to a D because of those reasons. It can survive. It does have a gold, so, I mean, it can give high, like figures that have lots of gold some problems. And it does have teleport. I guess that's part of the mobility is the teleport. But yeah, it does have a huge miss. Like, what is it? 16? Or is it 12? 12 at level 5? Let's see. Yeah, 12 at level 5. I don't know. I still think it's D. Steven, what do you think?
I think I can understand an argument for E. But I think just the fact that it has a decent amount of gold and teleport is a good option. I think that's okay as a D.
But still, the teleport is small.
True, but it is an uncommon, and you can karm it. It'd be really cheap to karm it.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I would vote D.
D. All right. Hypenated says D. Hype says D. Large gold, gold mobility. Nothing else. 16 miss, quite large. But Carbonite isn't too bad. Yep. Well, figures like the size of the miss isn't big impact, I think. D. All right. Looks like most people are saying D. So we're going to stick this one in the D tier. Next, we have... okay, we have Raikou. Grounding. This Pokemon cannot be paralyzed. I didn't know. Did it always have this ability?
Yeah.
Huh.
Since the very start.
I never knew that. Thunder at 100 and Thunder Jolt. If this Pokemon is knocked off the battle, opponent becomes paralyzed. 12 miss at level 5. Pure White Will. It does have the effect of paralyzing you, but since we kind of rearranged D and E, I think Raikou, it's an E, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Vixen, E, all right. D, just so it's above Pika. What? Hold up. Let's look at, where is Pika? Pika's not an E, is it?
Yeah, the uncommon Pikachu is an E and the rare is in...
Oh my god. I didn't save the notepad from the last 100.
Oh no, Rico.
No. Wait. There's
You
Pikachu.
have some homework.
Oh my god. No. How? How?
Nice.
Yeah, because we did make some updates. Yeah, because wait a minute. Yeah, there's only. Oh no, we don't have anything in the S. No.
Rip.
Oh my god, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Damn.
Well, I mean, if you need to refill it, you can just check the video.
Oh, true. True.
Fill in what we were missing.
Yeah, we can do that. All right. What up, Bill? What up, Luigi? Damn, that sucks. Okay, so we put Raichu. We're putting him in E tier, right? All right.
Yeah.
How did that? Oh my god, I hate everything. Wait a minute. Ah, okay. Here's the updated one. We can get rid of this one. Yeah.
Oh, good.
We don't need to save that. Okay, so this. Okay. Woo! We're good. Oh man. All right, so allocate. Yep. So we're going Raichu. Dude, I would have been so upset. All right. Next we have. Ooh, Lucario. EX Lucario. Nice. All right.
Lucario? Yes.
I was gonna say, do we even really need to talk about it? I mean, I guess we can talk about why it's an S tier. I mean, or well, okay. Let's maybe we actually need to consider this. Maybe it's not an easy S because it is just the Lucario standalone figure. Fighting Steel Z move. We know the Steel Z move is probably the better one. The Silver Fist is what makes it really, really good. If this Pokemon is not affected by special condition, it is not knocked out by gold attacks from the battle opponent. It does have the Aura Sphere. Even though it is a 1-star purple, it's still good. It KOs anything, really.
Yeah.
Obviously if it hits white. And I guess if you evolve it from the Raikou, then the Aura Sphere is a solid 2-star purple. The Metal Claw was very, very good in terms of countering Zoro at the time before people started stopped chaining the Lucario to 109. I think it countered Zoro really good. Just looking at what we have in A tier: Metagross, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Gabite, Mewtwo, Venusaur, Rayquaza. This is actually kind of tough. If Rayquaza's an A tier, considering the Dragon Sphere? Damn. Maybe Lucario does belong in A tier. I don't know. I need some convincing.
S tier because of its ability.
Really good ability. Okay, that's fair. So you think it's S, Steven? What do you think?
Because if you decrease the Metal Claw, you could have like a huge Aura Sphere, and sometimes the dodge will be useful, in my opinion.
Dodge was like I hated it.
I know.
Mine always hit dodge. I'm like, come on, Lucario, why? Steven, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think even just the fact that Lucario by itself is really good, I think it also gets bonus points because its Mega is really incredible as well. Like just because it has that option.
Ooh.
That's why I think
What's
a
up,
lot
Bill?
of the figures that have Megas get bonus points for that, and Lucario's Mega Evolution is just like really, really good. So I think it would be fair to put Lucario in S.
Okay. So let me ask you guys this. Would it be fair to put Rayquaza in S tier? I believe we put Rayquaza in A tier because of the Mega Evolution. So we had to have room for the Mega Evolution to be in S tier. I kind of feel like Lucario's in that same situation where Lucario's really good, but if we put it in S tier, are we really putting the Mega in S tier, or do we need to have like an S plus tier?
Which one's higher?
What's that? But
Who's that?
I think Bill's in here. Yeah, Bill's in here. So this looks like, wait, why is Garchomp S? Wait, we haven't even done Garchomp yet. What are you talking about, Hyphenated? But
We did Garchomp last time.
we did?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, we did. You're right. Oh yeah, we did. Hold on. So Hype says it's S tier. Luigi says A plus or S. What did Hyphenated see? We did. The reason why we did S tier for Garchomp is because of Garchomp's ability, Garchomp's typing, the Z move, and the ability to have the Mega. We were trying to think of like how we would run Garchomp. Like Garchomp with Air Balloon, the typing, its ability. Like, what is your argument for making it lower than S tier? It doesn't hit hard enough, not enough consistency, and the ability isn't enough to save it. Plus, no consistency, no consistent mobility at all. It's just weak? Yeah, we're talking about Garchomp here, right?
I don't agree with that.
Garchomp was like the meta when the game ended.
Yeah.
And the play?
Because if the Garchomp didn't get his ability, okay, I will probably agree with Blob, but Sunbelt ability, it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm not going to deny that.
How did people use Garchomp, right? They used Garchomp either as a goalie with Air Balloon, or they were offensive with it, but like you couldn't attack it. I mean, obviously, unless you trapped it, but players wouldn't allow you to trap it. And people really only attacked with Garchomp when they were going to Mega, when they evolved the Gabite to Garchomp with the, what was that plate called? I forgot the play was called, to make it gold or whatever. Yeah, or to Z move, and it was a 4-star purple. So I still think Garchomp belongs in S tier. What's up, Tarvold?
Yeah, I think, like you said, Garchomp's. I think if it didn't have a Mega, or if its Mega wasn't as good, it might be A. Just because Garchomp on its own maybe isn't as useful, like Hypernator was saying, but because it has such an amazingly good Mega, like that's something to consider. And I'm wondering if like are we going to rank Megas as a separate figure, or are we going to include them into one?
That's a good question, actually. I mean, I don't know. Part of me just wants to rank figures individually, but at the same time, it's like I want to, like, you have to rank them like how you would use them. You know what I mean? Like, they have potential because of the Mega Evolution. So I feel like maybe we should rank it with a figure. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, what do you think, Vixen, or the chat? Because I want to say that I think maybe the Mega and the figure would.
I think they should be spared because, you know, let me see. I will use Blastoise just for its Mega because only Blastoise standalone, I wouldn't use it because of Miracode.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't see.
Yeah, that's true.
Miracode, because I don't know. I wouldn't use Blastoise as a standalone figure just for its Mega. So I think we should rank it all the figures.
Yeah, I agree with that. Then.
Okay, so then Lucario goes to directly to S tier then, right? And by that logic too, we would automatically have to move Rayquaza to S tier.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Because if we think that Rayquaza had like Dragon Sphere, we could use it with Air Balloon for those people who didn't have Dragon Sphere, and the Altera combo. It will be a great standalone figure.
All right, I'm gonna put Lucario in S tier.
I kind of want to leave Rayquaza in A.
You think so, dude? I don't look. How many who can beat Rayquaza? Who beats it besides Zoro? And Mew kind of checks it, but like other than that, with Dragon Spear, the ability to move through figures, to have 2 MP, the ability to Mega, and have a huge gold, like not many things could beat it.
Serena could kill it because of her ability, Queenly Majesty.
Yeah, that's true, and same with like Litten, but like there's like what, 4 figures, possibly 4 figures out of 600.
Yeah,
I think like it dominated the meta for a little bit. Like I feel like if it dominated the meta, and even when the game ended, it was still a threat. Nobody wanted to go up against a Mega Ray with like 200 plus damage, a huge gold, fly cheese. I don't know. I think that's enough to be in S tier, but we'll go with majority.
In its ability
All right, Defani.
to take out the blue moves, just like Mega Gardevoir.
True. Yeah, I like I said, I believe it's S tier, but if you guys all say A tier, we'll just go with the majority. We'll keep it in A, and then we'll move on. Let's see. To be frank, I wasn't playing much at the end of the game, but fair enough with a Chomp at S tier. Still extremely low S though. All right. A for Ray. Looks like you guys just want to do A. It doesn't need to do well enough in terms of consistency and Z move. Oh yeah, the Z move was trash. All right, let's move on. Lucario, very nice. Happy to see him. Kakuna, do we really need to talk here? It's an E, dude.
Yep.
Let's just throw him an E. Wait, hold up. Tarvold's in the chat. Tarvold's going to say it's like an A+ or something. Watch, Tarvold's going to show, well, if you do it this way with this, and this. Tell me, Tarvold.
Kakuna tier. Yeah.
Kakuna tier.
Kakuna tier.
Stop. Don't say Pikachu tier. I knew that was coming. All right, next. Wigglytuff. Now, Wigglytuff was interesting when it was utilized in the round deck, because the Sing was huge, because people had it to level 10. So we have Hypnotic Voice. And its ability. The next turn, after using this Pokemon, your opponent will be unable to use plates. What did round hit for? 240 when there was like 6 Pokemon on the field, right? And if it was chained, was it 240 or was it 160, 240, something like that?
Chain 10, it's 30 times 6. It's 180.
180. Oh yeah. It was because the Leafy or the Sylveon was 40. That was why. Okay. Definitely not an E tier. Like, see, and here we go again. Like, if you just rank this figure by itself, probably E. Possibly D because of how big the Sing is, but when you do it in the round deck, it's easily not an E, easily a D, easily a D, could go up to a Z, could. But I need a little more convincing. I want to throw it in D as of right now, but what do you guys think?
Because you could use it with Primarina because of her ability.
True. Well,
I think Sylveon is better.
Wait, what? Wait, you think Sylveon's better than what?
And Wigglytuff. Give me a sec.
Steven, thoughts?
Bye-bye.
I think it's a D. Mainly because, like, even a round deck is where it's best. And round decks on their own, all they really do is just hit big damage. And, like, that's with white moves. And that's not necessarily enough.
True.
Wigglytuff is really cool though with its ability like that.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely a big plus for it, and it has the Fairy Z move and Sing.
Exactly.
But I think overall, it doesn't give it enough to warrant going much higher than a D in my opinion.
All right. Looks like the chat is agreeing with it too.
Sorry guys, I'm back. It was my mom.
No problem. Oh, Luigi and Devani thinks it's a C tier. Explain yourselves. Just because of the typing, the Fairy Z move, it hit for 180, had Sing.
Well.
Oh, Giggity Gaming, what's up, man? You here to help us rank these figures, bro? This is the first time you're joining in. Let me show you where we're at, buddy. So this is all the figures that we've ranked so far. We're ranking all of the figures in tiers of S, A, B, C, D, and E. Welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you. How are you doing, buddy? All right, let's move on. Looks like we all have that. Let's go on. That's funny. Hype's like, Gigs enters the chat, and then Hype immediately says, can't wait till we get to the aliens. Oh, okay then.
And we can't wait for the Mega Gardevoir.
Aggron's going to be interesting here. All right, so we have the territoriality. How you say it? Territoriality ability. While this Pokemon is on the bench, it gains +1 MP. Your opponent's Pokemon cannot pass by this Pokemon with an MP move. Any opposing Pokemon that has used an MP move to move next to this Pokemon must attack it on that next turn. He was the first one that had this ability, right? Was there? I thought there was another one. Was there someone else?
No, I don't think so.
I think Aggron was first, and then Fracture has an ability like this.
Oh, yeah.
One or two more, I think.
All right, and then let's look at the
And
wheel.
Trapinch has a
Slam.
similar ability.
Oh yeah, it like traps him. Yeah. Um, where are we at? Oh, Heavy Slam, 90. If it's 3 MP or higher, this Pokemon takes no damage. Protect, Brutal Swing, which knocks them back 1 step and they gain weight. And then the Iron Tail, 140. Steel and Rock type. Obviously, it's an EX. It's an Aggron. It has 2 MP off the bench. It does have a Mega, which is pretty cheesy, that can move through figures. If you're a Fairy type, I believe you couldn't move next to it. Or you got... Did you get KO'd if you moved next to it and didn't attack or something like that?
Yep, within
Yeah.
2 steps.
Oh yeah, within 2 steps. That's what it was. Easily above E, D, C. So the question is B. Would I run this over Dratini, Goomy, Giratina, Swampert, Greninja, Rhydon, Murkrow? Or do I think it belongs in B tier, or A tier, I'm sorry, with Metagross, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Mewtwo, etc. Just off the bat, I want to say B,
Well,
maybe a high B, low A, but I need
Yeah,
a little more
maybe high B,
convincing.
because you could use the Steel Sphere and the Steel Energy, because both of those blades could give you plus 10 attack.
The biggest thing with me on this Aggron is the inconsistency of its will. Like, it was actually good to disrupt the center area, so like people would be afraid to attack into, like, or they'd be afraid to move up one way. They'd be like, dude, I don't really want to attack into this Aggron, because he's kind of like just disrupting this whole area. But at the same time, it's like, nah, the will is kind of inconsistent. So maybe I will attack into it. So maybe because of the wheel, I want to throw it in a B. Looks like the chat B, B, A. A lot of people are saying B. Steven, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I agree with B. A lot of the chat has brought up good points. It's 2 MP off the bench, has 2 MP with the Mega, and moves through figures. And yeah, like you said, its ability is really good for disrupting the field, but a lot of figures are still kind of safe attacking into it, because basically Heavy Slam, Protect, and Brutal Swing, most figures don't really care about that all that much. Brutal Swing is annoying, but for the most part, it has a hard time taking out things outside of a Z move. But yeah, the disruption and good Z moves and the Mega, I think, makes it a B.
Okay. Looks like it's a solid B. We'll just throw them in there. And all right, let's move on. We have Infernape. Oh man, the huge. Okay, dude, Infernape has a lot of like potential, but just so many things wrong with it. Infernape, fire fighting, 0 ability. It does have the drive kick, which was cheesy. What did it do before? Like 90 damage, 100 damage, 110? I don't remember what it was, but it definitely wasn't 150. But it replaces them. If the battle opponent is knocked out, this Pokemon claims its previous spot and gains weight. And then it also had an interesting... Mach Punch is, it's a gold. Gold's priority. But what was interesting was the Detect. On the next turn, this Pokemon gains +1 MP. If the Detect was somewhat like... allowed you to move through figures, that would be very, very interesting. But you hardly ever saw Detect. I don't think you ever saw Detect. I mean, that was never any reason why Infernape was used. It's primarily for the drive kick. The miss, though, is huge. 8 miss. Is it 8 miss? 8 miss at level 5?
Yep.
Terrible. I'm throwing this. Damn, do I want to put this in C? Like, it might be a high C, low B. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure on this one. What do you guys think? Looks like Chad is going with C. Yeah, I think C is probably fair. Vixen or Steven, do you guys think it belongs in B?
Nah, I think B is good, mainly because like the Detect is nice, but like you said, it would mainly benefit it if it can move through figures. Don't get me wrong, Detect is really great, but for the most part, you really only use it for drive kick, and I would say that's like not quite enough to boost it to B, in my opinion.
Fair. Vixen, you think the same thing? C? And she's not there. All right, so we're gonna move him. It looks like the majority of people agree it's C. All right, so we'll throw him in C. I really wanted Infernape to be good too. Next one we have Totodile. Let's just E tier you. It's an E, dude. Totodile. What was the ability? By instinct, this Pokemon must battle if possible after making MP. Okay. Next we have Poliwhirl was phenomenal, right? Poliwrath came in, and Poliwrath wasn't as good as Poliwhirl, but I don't know. You could probably make an argument that it was on par with Poliwhirl, but just because it confused you upon attack. So I wanted Politoed to be like amazing. I wanted Politoed to be an EX. I just wanted it to be like super cool. But then we get this Politoed. It's got the big course. If there are 3 or more Politoed on the field, including this Pokemon, the opposing Pokemon cannot use plates. It does have round and high jump. So the downfall with this is they made it like so you would want to run triple Politoed. And if you run triple Politoed, then you're like, okay, if I'm going to run triple Politoed, then I definitely want to run a round deck, you know? Well, who has round? 2 MP Pokemon. Wait. Did Swablu have round? No, they had pound. No, they didn't have round. And because of that, because people wanted... They did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So then 3 Politoed, 3 Swablus could have been interesting. But I think because of the ability where they want you to have 3, it meant that you weren't going to have the greatest mobility in your deck. And because of that, I think it's... Damn, I kind of want to put it in E. Like, it's definitely not above D. So as of right now, I have it in a low D. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think I can see D, because like it has the potential to do big damage with round, and its ability is really nice if you can pull it off. I think one of the problems I have with that is that, like you said, it requires 3, and like that's kind of hard to maintain throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because like you would mostly want to be blocking something like Megas. But a lot of figures, even without the Mega, can take out Politoed. So for the most part, it's not like that effective. But it's fun, and it could be strong if you pull it off. But yeah, it's too much to set up and too inconsistent, I think. Plus, its wheel is all white and blue without much benefit.
Yeah, and the fact that like you do, like I don't think it was. Nobody would run it. Like you said, like there's too many things that we would have to do to make it decent, and because of that, like I honestly want to put this thing in E. I don't think anybody would run it. I'm throwing this in, let's do a final ranking, because like I'll always do the majority, but I think it's an E. But let's do final ranking in the chat, please. I'm gonna say E. Steven, do you say D, right, or E?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with D.
D. Okay, so we have, I say E, you say D, 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 D. Anything with small niches, that's fair. Anything with a small niche is at least D. That's fair. Okay, I can go with that. All right, we'll throw this thing in the D tier. Politoed. All right, next one we have. Ooh, Gardevoir. Okay. Wait a minute, are we still on par with the ID numbers 210 straight to 211? Okay, I just wanted to make sure they're not skipping numbers.
Yeah,
Right?
there are a lot of skips, but
Are there?
Most of them are in the high numbers, but there's some here and there.
Okay. Gardevoir, we have Psychic and Fairy. The typing is already really great because of Z moves. Ghost Sensor, opposing Pokemon cannot MP move through this Pokemon using the effect of an ability. A great buff that they added.
Yeah, that's
What
really
was the ability before?
It only blocked ghost types before, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right. Oh, guys, look, it's shiny. Look at it. Another.
Why
We
does
got
the
it.
game do that?
I don't know.
Mine never does anything like that.
Dude, this is like the 4th shiny we found. But okay, Moonblast, which actually the damage buffed too, because like when this Pokemon was first out, what was the damage output? It was like 180 or something like dumb, right? 160 or something. 100 for the Moonblast and then like 60 for Super Psy or 80. I don't remember what it was, but it was terrible. Warpole is really good. Switches the battle opponent with an opposing Pokemon on the field bench or in PC. Those Pokemon gain weight 3. I don't really think we need to discuss this. And I mean, the potential to go to Mega Gardevoir, how easy and how good was Kirlia? Like, S tier, easily, right? S. Ooh, Giggity says A. Chat, what do you think? What rank? I'm gonna give it an S tier. Because I think this thing is better than. I was gonna say I think it's better than Lucario. Actually, standalone Lucario versus standalone Gardevoir, I would rather run standalone Gardevoir. So if Lucario's an S tier, I'm gonna put Gardevoir in S tier. Steven, what you think?
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. It has, if you max out Warpole, it has decent survivability. It deals with a lot of really annoying things like Victini, like Celebi, like Bayonet. Like none of them can get past it.
Yep.
Amazing Z moves, and the Mega has a great ability, and you can remove a figure with it.
Yeah.
I think S is okay for Gardevoir.
Easy. All right. Looks like a lot of people are agreeing, except, well, Hype says A+, which you guys know we typically round up or round down if it's a plus or a minus. Giggity thinks it's an A tier. Gigs, let me know your argument. It's Hero. Okay. I'm going to stick in with S. But I'm still interested to hear Gigs' argument for A. So Gardevoir. All right. Let's move on.
I think we know what this one is.
Wait, what's next? Oh, Vibrava. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is Vibrava. Let's go. Vibrava, yeah. Easily S tier, right? Is there anybody who thinks it belows long or lower than an S tier?
Like, I would say Vibrava's wheel almost doesn't matter. Like, it's nice, but like Vibrava's ability plus ground type is like,
that's all that matters. Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy good.
Yep.
Because it's like, even if you move next to it, you just move Vibrava back one space, and then like still just nothing is happening. You just stall out till you get the Z move, KO something, and even outside of that, it's hard to KO if you do attack it. It's crazy good.
Yeah, hold up. Okay. Tarvold says, Tarvold, what's your argument for why it's not in S tier? And it could be like what Steven said in terms of the wheel. The wheel is not the greatest, but the wheel doesn't matter. Although it does have a 2-star supersonic, and at level 10, what is that thing? 30 what?
33.
33? And Confusion's pretty good. But yeah, I'm just gonna move them on to S tier. Tarvold, let me know why you think it's an A tier.
And like another thing with it is, like you can sort of checkmate the game a lot of times with Vibrava as well, because if you Z move their goalie,
yep,
like they can't attack Vibrava unless they were already next to it.
All right, Hyphenated sounds good. That was actually one of my favorite things to do was, like I would remove the goalie with, wait, was it Kirlia or Kirlia, or I think it was Kirlia, right? Because because you get to switch what Pokemon so you do the, what was it? Whatever Kirlia's purple was, it benches. Yeah. So it benches the opponent, and then you switch, and then I switch it with Vibrava, and Vibrava would be the one who's next to the goal, and there's nothing they could do unless they had goal block.
I agree with you though, Tarvold. Aegislash is like a direct counter to Vibrava, but I would say
that's the only thing.
Because Vibrava, like that's like, for me, the main weakness that I see for it, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely downfalls to Vibrava. Like, if you got rushed early, say with like Marshadow, like Marshadow was able to kind of give it problems. But yeah, there's not that many things that did.
It does have issues with any figure that has gold. But that's why, like, you really wouldn't want to run more than one Vibrava, because it's not good to have like a whole deck of them. You need other figures to handle Vibrava's weaknesses. But I think I kind of agree with you, Tarvold, but I don't know. I really want to say S for Vibrava.
Yeah, because like that's only one figure out of 600, and you guys can say, voice your own opinion here, but I firmly believe Vibrava is 100% the best goalie, and if it's the best goalie, it belongs in S tier. You would like Absol.
Yeah, I agree, Tarvold. Like, Vibrava shouldn't really be used offensively. Like, you use it just for the ability, and then when the time comes up, it has that option to Z-move and KO something. So I think that's why it's okay.
All right, let's move on from Vibrava. This is already off to a good start. Maybe. Here we go. All right, Nuzleaf. Torment. I don't even know what that does. Both Pokemon spin once. If the battle opponent spins the same attack both times, it misses. Very, very... I don't think I've ever seen that. Zero miss. Feint attack. It's not a spinner. I think it's an E. It's an E, dude.
Yeah, that's an E. Because Torment only does anything against a 1-star purple or a white.
And what does it exactly do? They just spin.
To spin that twice.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does almost nothing.
All right, I'm gonna go with E. Chat, what are we thinking?
Spooks. Yeah, I think it does actually work with if they have a white Z move. I think that would work.
Ooh, that would have been something interesting to test.
I don't know, because I don't know. I haven't seen Nuzleaf used either, so I have no idea if it would actually make the Z move a miss, or Z moves just have like a special property that doesn't do that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the Poplio can still get KO'd by a purple Z move, right?
Yeah, I think it can.
All right, so it looks like a lot of people are saying E. Luigi said D, but then he said never mind. Gig says E. All right. We are going to stick Nuzleaf in the E tier. Nuzleaf. All right, next. Wow, these guys are right next to each other?
It finally makes sense.
Hey, and Shiftry is shiny. Dude, I get all the shiny Pokemon. Let's go. All right. Shiftry, the built-in goal block, right? Because of its ability cutoff. When this Pokemon is on the field, it can move to your goal point instead of making an MP move. Razor Wind and Pound is just way too low in damage, and Fan Away, the battle opponent is knocked back knocked one step back and gains weight. I feel like it has some things that make me want to put it from an E to a D, but not enough. Well, I guess maybe because of the built-in goal block, maybe that might be enough to put it in D tier, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Wait, Tarvold, how is it easy to evolve? Because you would have to evolve it from Nuzleaf.
Ooh, Grass Sphere. Fair. That's fair. Okay, that might be easily move it to a D because of that and its build. But yeah, what do you mean easy to evolve?
Yeah, I think I can see an argument for D. Like, you would only run like one of these in like a triple Lurantis deck, and like that's about it.
Right.
And it's really just to have an extra goal block. I would say maybe that puts it a D for me, just because it does at least have a good deck that it can go in, but it's kind of no further than D for sure.
Yeah, all right, let's throw this in D.
Oh, Tarvold says Nuzleaf with Lurantis can evolve, so I suppose.
Well, okay, hold up. Let's go back to Nuzleaf. So Nuzleaf would be hitting for 50 damage, right? After it evolves. Z-move hits for 100 damage, but then you have the Lurantis, so it's going to be hitting over 100. You can have X-Speed, turn that into gold. So, yeah, 3-star Torment, and then a full gold with X-Speed.
No, he was just talking about Shiftry being evolved.
Yeah, but so he was talking about, so C-Dot, that's what he said. He said C-Dot has Explosion.
Oh, okay.
And then Nuzleaf, which would mean Nuzleaf would be at 50, 3-star purple. You can put the X speed on it. So yeah, I can see that. I'll throw that in D. All right, let's move on. Wait, did I put it in D? Shiftry. Yep. All right, let's see. Anything else from the chat? Looks like we're all good there. Let's move on. Kirlia. Ooh, okay. Kirlia's interesting too. Like okay, let's just talk about it first. Same ability, same typing as Gardevoir. What was really good was the Psycho Switch, and it was so big at level 10. What's that? 32? Was it 41?
41.
Yeah, 41. The battle opponent is moved to the bench, switches this Pokemon with one of your Pokemon on the field, bench, or in a PC. Ralts was actually good for disruption of the board, 3 MP, and easy to evolve. Kirlia 3-star Psycho Switch. Part of me, I think this thing belongs no lower than A, honestly. Like, it might go to S, but no. It won't go to S because it doesn't have the ability for the Mega Evolve. But I think it's an A tier. I think Kirlia could be A tier. What do you think, Steven?
I kind of want to say B, just because like Psycho Switch is big when it's maxed out, but the rest of its wheel is sort of useless, and it does kind of rely on Z move to move stuff, because a lot of, I don't know, I was gonna say a lot of figures that you would face are purple, so Psycho Switch only works against a white or a low or 1-star, but
okay.
It's got Fairy and Psychic, and Psycho Switch is very good, and it has a good evolution line. I could see A. I kind of want to say B.
Okay. Hear me out. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. The biggest thing here is the purple. It's a 2-star though. But what else had 2-star purple? I mean, Dawn Wings, right? That's kind of like really the only other thing. Garchomp had.
That's kind of why, is that a lot of 2-star purples, like 2-star is sort of the main thing, which means a lot of times 2-star purples just cancel each other out.
Right.
Sorry, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good. So the Psycho Switch is obviously really good, but look what else is also big on the wheel. Super Psy causes status. It confuses them.
Yeah.
Moonblast, yeah, it's the downfall, hits for 60, but if we run this thing with the what was the other thing that boosted it by 50? Cresselia, he could hit for 110. The fact that it stops Rush, really good. We already mentioned the typing and the Z moves. Me personally, I'm gonna say A, but let me get everyone's final opinions in the chat, and then Steven, yours, and then we'll go with that. Looks like most people are saying B. So we might go with B, but I mean, just the potential of having, like, if you ran Kirlia, it's 3 MP, has good mobility. It has a 3-star, what was it, Imprison? So that attack would be gone. Or it turned into a miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turned into a miss because it did get that buff. The Z move is easy for it to evolve. And even if you had like Born Sweet or something like that, you can evolve the Kirlia. A 3-star Psycho Switch. For me, the reason why I go from B to an A is just the possibilities. But okay, looks like people are saying B, so we'll stick Kirlia in the B tier.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue against you for sure, because Psycho Switch is really impactful, because being able to switch it with any other figure and you move the opponent to the bench, like that's really strong. You know, I think I can agree with A.
I think I made like 1 or 2 videos, and this only worked, I want to say twice, but it was so good. I would have Kirlia, Vibrava, and Mega Absol. And like what Kirlia would do I would use him offensively. Like I think I would take the entry point and then like do a Pokemon switch or something like that. And then I would DC the goalie with the Psycho Switch to bench them. But I also had a Mega Absol on the field. And then when I switched my Kirlia with my Vibrava, they couldn't goal block because I had the Mega Absol. I mean, and that's having like 3 pieces of the puzzle, and they had to work. And it rarely did, but when it did, it was so good. But
yeah, I think that's Kirlia's best trait is potential.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I want to put it to A. So, but yeah, it looks like Tarbold, Hype. They say B. I think we'll stick it with B. Let's move on.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I guess one other thing is that a lot of the meta, like over time, more gold, more purple, and more blue came up, so it became slightly harder for Kirlia to pull off things like that.
It's true. It's true. You're right. Next is Noctowl, Mega Hypnosis. The battle opponent falls asleep. Insomnia, Clutch, which doesn't do anything, so it's pretty standard. It's an E, dude. Unless you guys think differently, let me know.
Nah, it's an E.
It's an E. All right. Next, Ralt. Oh, man. And we have shiny Ralts, too. Let's go. Dude, I'm finding all the shiny Pokemon. All right, so since we kind of already talked about it, it has the Go Center ability. Opposing Pokemon cannot MP move through this Pokemon using the... Wait, this is the same. What am I talking about? Imprison. Attaches an imprison marker to the battle opponent. While that marker is attached, the attack the battle opponent spun is turned. This turn becomes a miss. Same typing. 3 MP, good mobility. Easy to evolve with the Z move.
Yeah, so I think it does have to be a tier lower, at least a tier lower than Kirlia.
I agree.
Imprison is the only good thing on its wheel, and it is very good. It's 3-star and makes a miss.
Yeah, no, a big miss is nice. Can't move through. Blocks rush. Good Z moves. I think it's a C. Like a C, like a high C, C+. Ooh, chat says D. Okay. It really doesn't do much except for its decent ability. Imprison is quite niche. But like it's a 3-star purple. It's so huge. It beats the majority of everything. I mean, other than, like gold attackers, but like who are like main threats? Like Dawnwings. I think did well against Dawnwings. Yeah, I think it's C. Tell me your guys' arguments for D. Vixen says E? Oh, Route CD. Yeah, okay.
I think Vixen said E for Noctowl.
What do you agree with C, Steven, or do you think D as well?
I think I have to say C, and especially because it's also 3 MP.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason why I think it's better than D is mobility, typing, and imprison. That's way good. Okay, let's look in D. Like, would I run this with? Would I rather run Mighty Inna, Bayleaf, Seedot, Aaron, Butterfree, Vaporeon, Croconaw, Leafeon? Although I did like Leafeon in C, but Mawile, Haunter. Yeah, I would easily run Ralt above all of these. Yeah, I think C. I think you think C. The chat says D minus. Ralts. Ooh, with Tapu Lele. We got to factor in Tapu Lele. It becomes a 4-star purple. Snortuff says with Lele can block Z moves. Wait, what do you mean block Z moves?
Like a purple Z move, because it's always 4.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think that's enough to put in. Yeah, dude, it has a lot going on for it to be a D tier.
Yeah, and I think we've ranked Kirlia and Gardevoir really highly, and both of them also really benefit from an evolution. But yeah, Spooks is right. It's only plus a star on your turn, so that wouldn't actually work.
Oh, true. You're right. All right. Well,
yeah, I want to stick with C.
Okay, that's fair. Stick them there. Let's move on. We have Dio Speed. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So basically, it moved +1 from the bench, so it had 4 MP. The 3 Pokemon limit does not apply to this. Huge Rusher. Other than that, I think we just put him in D tier, right? I mean, what does this thing have going for him? It has a decent Z move, but it only hits for a maximum of 100 damage. Well, I wouldn't say maximum. There are other things that make it hit higher than 100. But it goes 4 MP right off the bat, so it applies a lot of pressure. You have to cover goal. It did have that cheese with the swap spot and the Ghastly. And maybe because of that, maybe I do put him in C. Because like how did you run this thing? It was with the Deoxys deck. So maybe because of that, like when you would run Dio Speed with the Deoxys deck or even the Rush deck, damn, it might even be a high C actually.
Yeah, Deoxys Speed's main thing is that it really benefited from everything else around it, because originally, like, DOA, yes, is the face of Deoxys decks, but Dio Speed sort of enabled it.
Yes.
Rush decks, Zoro boosted Dio Speed. Like, if it wasn't for Zoroark, Deoxys Speed would be, like, way less useful in Rush. I mean, it would be good, but, like, Zoro really benefited it. Outside of that, its wheel is really bad, but its ability is very, very good for applying that pressure. So it's sort of a build around figure. Like, it needs things to do really well. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to use effectively.
Okay, so C is where it belongs, correct? That's what I'm saying. I believe that's what you're saying. Looks like what the chat is saying as well. What up, Rye? What are you talking about, Luigi? Dio. Okay, next. The Deoxys normal form.
The one always left out.
The one to counter Mew is what this thing was for, right? Teleport moves 2 steps away. I believe this thing is... Because, I mean, it was used in the Deoxys deck. It was used to counter Mew. But it wasn't used that much. I kind of want to throw it in D tier.
Yeah, it's no higher than D, for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't used, so...
Yeah, I kind of wish it was, because when Deoxys was full power, like, normal form would have been kind of nice to, like, switch with a Dio Speed and land Teleport, and then win with that, but, like...
Ooh.
I don't remember seeing a lot of normal form, just because attack was so much better.
Dude, why did that not happen? I would have loved to see that, because like towards the end of the meta or the end of the game, people were kind of messing around with Deoxys decks again, right? And what they did was they got the defense Deoxys. They put everything into the counter, so the counter was like really huge, and they'd always switch, and I would see it knock things out, and I was like, wow, that's kind of annoying. Imagine if people did. I wish I would have tried that. I would have tried the normal Deoxys. Although I don't even think I had all the pieces for a Deoxys deck, which I could have made anyway. But
I think a lot of the pay-to-play players that were playing Deoxys, it would be like 3 attack, 2 speed, and 1 defense, and then there's just like no room for the normal.
That'd be so cool to see cheesy switch, teleport, and then like air balloon or something like that to win or something. Like that would have been cool. Or DC teleport the following turn. That would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I think it's a D. It has teleport and it has the Psychic Z move, and the potential to be in a Dio deck, I suppose.
So should we put this with C then?
No, I think it's still D.
Still a D? Alright. D. Looks like chat says D. Yes, they were, Luigi. I'm sure you remember those days. Dio N. Normal form. Next. Executor. Okay, I ran Executor maybe twice, on Easter. The ability's weird. Okay, let's just go over it. So Grass Psychic, so you got to factor in Grass Sphere, Psychic Z move. The big explosion before battle allows one friendly Execute to be chosen. If Barrage is spun, it deals plus 60 damage. If it does, the Execute is knocked out. So I mean, it could hit pretty hard. The downfall, obviously, 1 MP. There is kind of a niche, but if you do KO something, your Execute gets KO'd, and because of that, I think it goes to E.
Yeah, 1 MP is so bad for it, because you can boost it with a Shaman Sky or Rotom or something, but then Executor wants like 3 execute. So
Yeah.
it's really
That's how
really hard.
That's how I. Yeah. It's
And
yeah.
even then, you're stuck with 3 execute, which is just awful.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't put you in any sort of like advantageous situation. So. And actually, because of that, yeah, if you're going to be running Executor, you're obviously going to run. You want to run no minimum of 2 executes. So that's half your deck already. So you have 2 figures with 2 MP, 1 figure with 1 MP, and then you're probably going to run the Celebi. So that's 4. Then you have 2 more. What? Laurantis maybe? I think it just hinders your deck.
Yeah, you would probably want some other coverage like an Aegis Slash or something.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah,
dude.
This thing, it had potential. Like, if it was 2 MP and if it made like the execute have an explosion effect, like it KO'd figures around it, like it could have been like a neat little rogue deck.
That would have been cool. That would have been cool.
1 MP and having to rely on the execute in the deck makes it just not worth it ever, I would say.
Yeah, because of like everything you had to do to make it decent, like I want to put it in E. So that's where my final ranking, I'm going to say E. What do you think, Steven?
Yeah, it's an E. I think if it was 2 MP, I would say D, just because being grass and psychic is really nice. But 1 MP is just, it's so bad for basically every figure.
All right, we'll throw it in E. E-X-E-G-G-U, Executor. I wanted to see it too, Vixen. Vixen said she wanted to see a lone Executor. That'd be very interesting to see. And actually...
Can you imagine if it was like so tall you couldn't
even see the head of it? Dude, imagine like what would happen if they kept Pokemon Duel alive and they added Dynamaxing? Like, what would that look like? That would be like, I'm still kind of mad at Pokemon. Like, how are they going to implement Z moves, Mega Evolutions, and Dynamaxing? It's going to be like too OP.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, but I'm pretty sure, I remember Pokemon Duel, I believe, had like a website, but it was all in Japanese, and I remember I went to it one time, and there was an Alolan Executor, like, on the page. I couldn't remember, though.
Figure or just like art?
I think it was art. Like, I couldn't necessarily remember if it was like a figure that looked like a figurine, or if it was art, but I don't know. But all right, let's move on from Executor. Very, very niche. I did it. I made a video on it twice, both times I believe on Easter. It was fun to use, but all right. Slackoth. All right. Doze. At the start of your turn, you may remove the sleep condition from this Pokemon. To do so, use this Pokemon? Wait, what?
Why does it say that?
What? It's a 1 MP, big yawn. This Pokemon and the battle opponent fall asleep. 1 MP. Let's just throw it in E and let's move on. If developers gave up, doesn't count. Slackoth is fucking dumb. Damn. Hype. Tell me how you really feel. Garbage. Dude, what? Hype, what the hell did he do to you, man? Why are you so upset? Welcome back, Hyphenated. Damn, bro. All right. Chikorita. Now, I thought Chikorita was pretty cool. I'm a fan of grass starters. I remember in the animation when it used Vine Whip out of its little thing surrounding its neck. I thought it was awesome. Actually, I don't even think this thing did get Vine Whip, like in the actual games, but I thought it was cute, thought it was cool. Aside from that, Chikorita actually became the poor man's Celebi towards the end of the game because it did get buffed. So we do have the refreshing aroma. When this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field, removes any special conditions from all of your Pokemon on the field. It did get the Grass Knot. And the Sweet Scent. One Pokemon within 3 steps range is drawn 1 to 2 steps closer to this Pokemon and gains weight. Because of its mobility, because of the Grass Sphere, because of Grass Knot, because of X speed, because of its ability, I want to throw this thing in a B tier.
B?
In a B. Like, what do I have in C tier? Sandshrew, Trico, Heracross, Meowth. Maybe I'd probably run Meowth over this. Maybe.
Wait, I thought those were in C, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh wait, I said B, right?
Yeah,
I did say B. Okay, so well, that's what I'm saying. I would run Chikorita above what I have in C tier. Like, look, Chikorita. So Blastoise is in C tier. Chikorita destroys Blastoise like with an X speed. I mean, unless Blastoise hits its purple and then I hit the small purple, which is what, 24. I mean, it does have a miss, 16 miss at level 10. It's a what, 9 miss, or not 9, but a 5.
No, it's a 7.
7. Okay. Yeah. For me personally, like the things that I mentioned, I want to throw it in B. Yes, B. Steven, what do you think? C at most?
I mean, it is really good. Yeah, I have a hard time ranking it really highly though, because it's like a lot of 3MPs that are really impactful move through stuff.
True.
This is hard. I kind of want to say C.
C? Okay, that's fair.
Because Grass Spear and Grass Knot is like an incredible combination. And its ability is really nice as well. Not like amazing, but you know, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to say C. I don't think it's not a figure that that you would probably run all that often. So I would put it. Yeah, I guess I'd put it in C. Sorry, I'm like rambling.
Oh no, you're fine. So basically, your argument there was C tier because of mobility, like it can't move through figures, which is fair. I totally agree with that. What's the chat saying? C. It looks like everybody's saying C as well. Lack of mobility. Nice real. Wait, Tarva, what do you think it is? Deserves an A minus? Damn. See, okay, so me and Tarvold are kind of. I don't know about A. I don't know about an A minus. I think he's like right in the middle pack at B. But it looks like the majority says C tier. I totally get the mobility. Yeah. So, all right.
I'll be back.
What's that?
I'll be back. I gotta go do something.
Okay. All right. We'll throw this in the C tier then. Chikorita. Tarvold always with the unpopular. That's Tarvold. Tarvold is bad opinion man and has his right to an opinion revolve. Damn. I think Tarvold's really smart. I think he's really smart. Let's move on. Glaceon. Okay, I think we all agreed that we just move all the rare EV evolutions in the same tier, although I do believe, well, actually, I think Glaceon and Leafeon deserve to be higher than Jolteon and Vaporeon. Well, maybe not Jolteon, but Vaporeon for sure, I believe. But I think we did make that agreement that we're going to put the rare EV evolutions in the same tiers. Ice is really good Z move. 3MP has good mobility. The Diamond Dust is pretty good to freeze. I mean, I definitely want to put it above D, but that's where the rest of the EV evolutions are. The rare ones at least, so I think we'll just throw them there.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We have Glaceon. I don't know if you caught what I just said, but I think I'm just going to put him with the rest of the rare EV evolutions. Although I want to move Glaceon, Leafeon, and possibly Jolteon to C tier. But alright, we'll keep him there. Let's move on. Coco Builder says hi. Leafeon is better. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go. DOA, ladies and gentlemen, the reflective laser. Once per turn, you can force your opponent to spin again. 3 Pokemon limit does not apply to this deck. Pokemon in this deck. Psycho Boost with a whopping 130, 140 when you chain it. That was the highest damage tier when the game came out, and it stayed that for a while. Dimensional Slip was the huge downfall. This Pokemon moved to the bench and gains weight. It did gain a star, though. It was 2-star purple from the start.
Yeah, I think originally it didn't gain weight either.
Oh, did it?
Nope.
I don't know.
At first it didn't.
Can you guys confirm that in the chat?
That's what it says on Cerebi, at least when I last looked at it.
Oh, okay. Was the wheel always like? I thought the Psycho Boost was bigger. I mean, obviously people had it chain, or I mean, level 5 or level 10, whatever. But I thought it was a little bit bigger than 48. Could be wrong though.
That might just be our what's it called, experience bias or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deoxys attack is like the boogeyman of Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So how do we rate this? Like, it was a nightmare, like you said. Like it was a terrible memory from all of us, right? Whether we were using it or not. 2 MP with the what was the plate called? The Cosmo Energy. This thing was a nightmare to deal with. Like, you could deal with it towards the end. So I don't know. What A tier? Because it's so outclassed now, or when the game ended. I don't think it belongs in the S tier. I mean, but then again, like when this thing was dominating the meta, this was #1 figure. This was Dawnwings. This was S tier.
Yeah. And I mean, like, even outside of that, it's not awful in like the end of the meta, because the respin ability is nice, and
Yeah.
it has the Psychic Z move, which is also nice.
Yeah. And you know what? This thing, as the game progressed, I think that Dio Speed even progressed, because people adapted. People wouldn't switch to Dio Speed or DOA. They switched to DOD with the huge counter to take things out. Like, if DOA got out damaged, they wouldn't switch with it. But then I guess you had Lunala, you did have Dawnwings, but then this thing with the Oricorio, it increased its damage. I don't know. This one's actually tough. Just by looking at it, I want to put it in A, but I mean, there could be compelling arguments to go to S. Let's see what chat is saying. B plus, Malamar. But yeah, Malamar counter lasted, what, a week? And then Coco came out?
And even like Malamar wasn't... It was hard to use Malamar against it.
Oh, dude, Malamar was as consistent as freaking Arcanine or Solgaleo. Like, the miss is...
Like, Deoxys can just make Malamar respin, right? So...
No, it couldn't. Malamar, his ability prevented that.
Did it?
Yeah,
I thought it only prevented the switching part.
Oh no, you're right. They did prevent the switching, so people wouldn't switch to the Dio.
Oh yeah, you would attack a Dio Speed then.
I mostly went for DOD just because I didn't want to hit the gold from the DOS. And Hypnosis was a 3-star purple. I think it was 3, wasn't it? Or maybe no, you might be right. It might be. I don't know. I don't remember what I did. But all right, so what's your final ranking, Steven?
I think a lot of the chat saying B, and I think that's where it would be definitely by the end of the game. I don't know how much points we're giving it for like legacy.
I feel like that's something we have to consider.
Yeah.
Like you can't say Pokemon Duel without mentioning the Deoxys deck. Like that's. And because of... Damn. This is... All right, chat. We'll just go with the majority. I'm saying A. Steven, I think you said B, right?
Yeah, I'd probably agree B.
Okay, chat
just
says...
because it's like overall... Because I think like Deoxys, that was 2017, right? And then it's like 2 years after that, it was starting to fall behind, I guess.
Right. Okay, I like what Hibernate's kind of saying. I don't know. I don't really want to add more tiers, but I like what you're saying. So you're saying an SS tier, 3 conditions to get there. Defined the meta at least with 1 point. Was in the meta for the majority of its lifespan. Would have likely remained in the meta if power creep continued. If power creep continued, DOA would continue to not be in there. So let's just go with, let's see, B, C, B plus, A, B. It looks like the majority of people are saying B, so I guess that's where you belong, DOA. Weavile. All right. I remember when the Weavile deck was out. I remember when I first played this deck, it just destroyed me because I had no idea what it did. But it had the team play. This Pokemon deals plus 20 damage for each friendly Weavile on the field. It did. Did it always have Taunt? Yeah, it did have Taunt, but Taunt got buffed. That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
And then, so 0 miss at level 5. It did have the Ice Punch, which was quite nice because, I mean, if you didn't out damage your opponent, they became frozen. Ice Z move's good. Dark Z move is good. And then the Ice... What was Ice Shard? I don't remember. Pose a Pokemon within 2 steps of this Pokemon. Spin. If the spin is anything other than a blue attack, the effects... Oh, yeah, of the Fierce Blades used on those Pokemon are nullified. Which, I mean, it didn't see that much light, but... I think with this, its ability... The ability to freeze... I don't know. It'd be used in an ice deck. There'd probably be multiple of them. I think it'd be above a D tier, possibly a C tier.
I think it's around C. Just because like its Taunt gives it good survivability, Ice Punch affects the field even if it's KO'd, and a big gold for dealing with purple. Like I think it has a really balanced wheel. The damage. Like even with 2 other Weavile, it's only 110 or 120 if you have chain. I don't know what I would say would make it B or not though. I kind of want to say C.
Yeah, I mean, like, best case scenario, what would you do with this thing? You would have at least 1 more Weavile. You could have X speed, so it has a huge gold will. You would run it with Kyurem because of the Ice Punch and Kyurem's ability.
Yeah, it would basically just be like a couple of Weavile, Vulpix, and a couple of Kyurem, and maybe like something else.
Ooh, yeah, Vulpix, true. Yeah, I would say C at the most.
I think a lot of people would have used Weavile, but it was overshadowed by stuff like Glalie or Frostlass or something like that.
True, yeah. All right, chat, let me know. We both go with C. What do you guys think? Pokemon Duel is... Yeah, because didn't Greninja get buffed 2 to 3 times? Luigi says C. Yeah. C. Weavile was Octopus's favorite figure? I didn't know that. B minus.
Really cool.
B minus. Ice and Dark give good disruptive Z moves. Z move. No, you're right. Z move is good. Who do we have in B tier though? Like, okay, if you're saying B tier, would I run this over Dratini? No, I don't think so. Gumi? No. Giratina? No. Yveltal? Possibly. Swampert, no. Greninja.
I think I would actually move Dratini down to C as well.
Dratini?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyurem loves frozen figures. Well, for now, because we're gonna have to. God, dude. I don't know how I feel about like shuffling.
I really think when we do it, if we do it, that we just have an F tier and move everything down, and then some things can go between like B and C. Like just pick out some things and move them. Okay. Because that way, I think that's easier than shuffling around the tiers we have right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We'll revisit that when we get that. It looks like, let's just put this thing right now in the C tier. That's what the majority has said. Weavile. All right, let's move on. We are now... Manaphy. Okay, you guys know the story, all right? You know the quest for Manaphy with Rico. Never happened. I never got Manaphy until I... How did I get Manaphy? Did I use gems? Or not gems, but... What was the blue thing called? Materials. Mats.
Just material.
I think I used that to get my Manaphy. And then, eventually, I finally pulled it. Rip. But, alright, Manaphy, 1 MP, Ocean's Gift. This Pokemon is on the field. Your water type Pokemon. Pokemon deal 30 plus damage. While this Pokemon is on the field, your water Pokemon cannot become burned. Manaphy Song. Move other water type Pokemon on the field that is not asleep or frozen may be moved within their MP range and then bubble. Manaphy, we know Manaphy was used a lot in water decks. It was kind of hard to use in the beginning. I believe people like put it on the entry point, and then when people started to attack it because they knew like Manaphy kind of was like, I don't want to say like, well, maybe kind of like the center piece of that deck, people would try to go after it. But then people would run like the Empoleon. So if people were rushing it, they'd throw Empoleon in front of it because of its ability, or they would even long throw things in front of the Manaphy, or they would just goal block the Manaphy. This one's, I don't know, this one's kind of hard for me. It's definitely, because like when you would run it, okay, let's think hypothetically. When would you run Manaphy? You'd run Manaphy, you would run Feeny, you would run probably Wash Rotom. I honestly don't know. I need some convincing here. I want to say between C and B, but I just don't know. I don't really have an opinion right now. Steven, what do you think?
1MP is really bad, and basically the only good thing on its wheel is Manaphy's song, and even that's sort of it. That is good. Yeah, I wouldn't put it higher than a C. Like water types are pretty good because they have a decent amount of support, but Manaphy, it doesn't. It adds damage and it adds the mobility, but it's. Sorry, I'm.
No, it's fine.
I'm like really bad at explaining things, but yeah, I wouldn't put it higher than a C. I don't think.
Higher than a C. All right, chat saying C, D minus, maybe C minus. The only saving grace is Manaphy's song. I was a Manaphy hater. I felt like the plus 30 damage wasn't enough to make your water team unbeatable, and the 1MP hurt a lot. Hard agree with Rye. Yeah, I pretty much never used it. In Water Gym, Manaphy should be 3MP. I thought the Water Mighty Sphere deck that you leased is... Oh, dude. I remember his decks.
Yeah, if it was 3, then like that's really nice. But being 1, that's pretty hard.
Okay. So it looks like the majority, I would say, says C. So maybe we'll throw this thing in a C. Then we'll move on. And a fee. Let me go get my charger. My phone is not doing so well. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's right here. A different one. Okay, let's see. I'm actually going to change up this for a second. Now I'll keep it on this. All right. I think we all finished Manaphy. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's move on. We are at Heatran. Okay, Heatran was very interesting. Heatran, I don't know. Heatran was like kind of consistent and kind of inconsistent. It was consistently rolling like Miss and Crunch. Magma Slide was all right. Let's just talk about it. Fire and Steel. Steel Z move pretty good. The surprise strike was pretty nice. It was like what only this and Empoleon had that somewhat of ability to be able to get on the field while being on the bench if your entry points were taken. If there is a opponent's Pokemon on your entry point, this Pokemon is on the bench at the beginning of your turn. This Pokemon can move next to that opponent and it has to battle. After the battle, if this Pokemon is knocked out, move it to the bench. Crunch, crunch, a lot of miss. 4, 8, 12, 16 miss. Magma Slide, which was nice. It burned them and moved them 2 steps away. So based off the Steel Z move, its ability, Magma Slide, I think those are the only things to like really push it. I want to give it... I kind of want to go like high C tier on this one. Might need a little more convincing. What do you think?
Yeah, I think C is pretty fair. It has some nice benefits. I think the main thing that hurts it, aside from the wheel, is that it has to attack whenever you use that long throw type ability. If it didn't have to, then like that would definitely be a big plus for it. But yeah, it does feel like Heatran would like really hit crunch and miss a lot. But still Z move, decent ability, and Magma Slide being a good move. I think that's fair to be a C.
C. Okay, I say C, C. We have a couple Bs. Like you hit a really good point. It's like if this thing used its ability and didn't have, well then I mean, yeah, if you didn't have attack, like, it would definitely move. It'd be better, but like
yeah, either way, its ability is still really good and beneficial.
The only thing
I was just saying that is like it could be better, but it is still good.
Yeah. The only thing that's keeping me from putting it in B tier is how consistent it was hitting crunch and miss. That's the only thing keeping me from moving it to the B tier. So I'm in agreement with you on C. Is there anybody else in the chat that thinks it belongs in the B tier, or do you guys think C, or do you think something else? Please let me know. Right now it's 2-2.
They're saying B. I mean, I do like that because I think so far the only drawback we've said is that it has crunch and miss. But like the rest of the Magma Slide and the ability are still, I think, still kind of outweigh that.
Yeah.
You know what? I do kind of like B.
You like
actually.
B? All right. I honestly, like, my first initial thoughts was B, but I was like, and maybe, I don't know. It just, Heatran just never came through for me. I mean, he did sometimes, like, I'm sure it did, but you know, like when the figure doesn't do what you want it to do, that's all you think about. You're like, come on, dude, like that's all you had to do, and it just, I don't know, it resonated with me, I guess. So, but all right, it looks like we'll go with B. A lot of people are saying B. You say B. Let's go with B. Heatran. Whoa, spelled it wrong. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, next we do have Mr. Mime. Did I try to use Mr. Mime? I don't remember. Psychic Fairy typing. Got to consider that because the Z moves Invisible Wall. Opposing Pokemon cannot pass. Oh yeah, cannot pass by this Pokemon, nor a continuous succession of your Pokemon adjacent to it with an MP move. It does have dodge. It does have the Mysterious Wall. The battle opponent or one opposing Pokemon adjacent to a succession of Pokemon adjacent to this Pokemon. Okay, hold up. Time out. Let me. Okay, hold on.
So basically, like if you have a line of your figures, you can confuse any opposing figure along that line.
Wait, along my line? So if this thing's like in the bottom center of like my area, right? So you have my entry point on the right and then the spot like above it in the middle. So if Mr. Mime was there and say I had something on my entry point and something on the center, so they're adjacent, right? And then something attacks it, I can confuse any of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like anything just in a succession. I know that's what it says. I'm just repeating.
Oh, your Pokemon. I thought it said. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's yours.
And then Dazzling Gleam. Opposing Pokemon adjacent to this Pokemon spin. If they spin a gold attack, they are knocked out. Okay. With its ability, so with the typing, with the ability, with survivability, I mean, it does have, what, 12 miss at level 5? Survivability being the dodge and the mysterious wall, which can also cause confusion. It's definitely, like, no lower than a D tier. It might even be a C tier because of the typing. I'm in between D and C. What do you think? Chat looks like the majority of chat says C, but yeah, Steve, tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, I think the biggest boost for it is the fact that it is Psychic and Fairy. I think if it was like something like Flying and Dragon, then you would definitely say like, oh, it's probably D. But I think Psychic and Fairy saves it from that at least.
Okay, so are we saying C then for this?
Yeah, and because the thing is, like, the ability also lets figures next to it block stuff too. So like that's pretty nice. Like even if you just slap Mr. Mime in the middle, it can help you block Rush and block things like that. So yeah, I think C.
C. Okay, that's fair. Listen, Tarvold. Like you, buddy. Like you a lot. Respect your opinions. Most of the time. I don't think this thing's better than Curlio, bro. Not at all. What's up, Queen? I hope you're having a good day as well. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. Okay, the majority says C tier, but Tarvold, you better explain yourself, man. All right.
Yeah, because I mean, like, confusion is nice, but it's not like an immediate impact. Like if it KO'd something, then you'd be like, oh yeah, that's definitely better. But confusion sort of takes a turn, and then even then it's random if it benefits you or not.
True. All right, Mr. Mime has a 3-star and a blue. Okay. Curlia has a 3-star when you attack with it when you have Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele, by the way, your favorite figure. Curlia can evolve. Curlia is just better. We're not going down this road, all right? Curlia is better. Let's move on. Haha, here we go. DOD, all right? Does have the shelter ability, which I didn't even consider until towards the end of Pokemon Duel, but this Pokemon and your Pokemon next to it will be protected from instant knockout effects of attacks. Like, I totally forgot about that. I didn't even realize, like, people... I don't even think that was that utilized when the Deoxys decks were running rampant. The 3 Pokemon rule does not apply to this Pokemon. Psycho Barrier, 2-star purple, just huge, really good survivability, and the counter. Where did we put Dio Speed? We put Dio Speed. Where did we put him? We put him in C tier. I believe it's better than Dio Speed. I mean, it does have the 1 MP. The Z move doesn't really matter here, but it was just something good to switch in. Like, it wasn't used to move. It wasn't a mobile figure. It was used just to switch because of the Cosmo Energy, right? Yeah, Cosmo Energy. So if DOS is a C tier, I kind of want to put DOD in the B tier or maybe high C. I'm kind of torn here. What do you think, Steven?
I would say I don't think it's higher than Dio Speed, because like Dio Speed helps you win the game. DOD helps you not lose the game, and I think winning is more beneficial than not losing. I know that's kind of the same thing, but I don't know. In my head, it's different.
I know, I get what you're saying, because winning is actually like you're taking the entry point, whereas DOD is like you're just kind of surviving. You're not necessarily winning. You might win due to time or whatever, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like it is a really annoying figure. It's hard to take out. 1 MP is the only drawback for it. I'm actually kind of surprised that no one ran this in Rush, because I feel like having Dio Speed with Zoro and the DOD with Cosmo Energy, like that would have been kind of cool too.
Wait. So your rush deck would consist of Dio Speed, DOD, Zoro, like Keldeo. What is that? 4 figures already?
Yeah, I was just surprised that no one really tried it, or at least I didn't see anyone trying it, because I feel like Dio Speed always wants to switch with Zoro, but sometimes DOD would be a better switch in for DOS.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, right? You'd have to waste a turn.
Oh, and Koba Sandwich too. And then I like what Hypenated is saying about Legacy. Maybe we should just... Yeah, maybe the entire Dio deck should be... Dude, it's so tough. Like, it just completely gets outclassed when the game ended. So it's definitely not S tier. But it's such a strong... Like, how long was the Dio deck around? It was like a few months. It was like close to half a year, wasn't it? Maybe 4 months? Something like that? No, it was a solid 6 months, I believe. So I kind of want to just move all the Deoxys to A tier, but... Damn, I don't know. All right, chat. Final ranking right now. Dio D. Let me know in the chat. And Steven, what's your final?
I think I would put it wherever Dio Speed is.
Okay.
Which right now is C.
Yep. I'm leaning more towards B on this one. I do like counter. I do like the Psycho Barrier. Just to survive. It's very great survivability. I like the ability as well, the Shelter. Although it's kind of hard to use. I don't think it was really used that effectively or that much in the entirety of its game.
Torvald's right. It blocks the ground Z move.
Ooh. Oh yeah. See, B. Vixen says C. I think we have more B's, so let's just throw them there. Like I said, I kind of want to move the entire Deoxys deck into A, though, but we'll throw them in B right now. DOD. Luigi said it belongs in D tier because it's a D. All right, let's move on. Torterra. All right, the cornerstone Pokemon. This ability. Your Pokemon can move over this Pokemon when using an MP move. Tarvald's going to say something here because of Squared. I already know it. Withdrawal to survive. EQ causes everything to spin. 120 crunch. I never ran this. I never ran it with Squared. I guess it's kind of like the poor man's what was that? The Dark Sphere? No. Ghost Sphere? What was that sphere where like you had the ghost on your entry point? You had your own ghost Pokemon on your entry point and you ran the sphere and you were able to move on from the entry point. What was it? Phantom. Yeah, that's right. So I think it could be like a poor man's Phantom without actually using the play. I want to say, well, it does have the ground Z move, but it's still 1 MP. You could run Grass Sphere. I don't know. I think a high C here on this one for me. Let's see. Ooh, Tarvel says C. C from Luigi, C from Vixen. Steven, what do you think?
I think C is good. It has some nice benefits. Ground Z move and grass sphere. Because the thing is like normally a white wheel is pretty bad, but because it has grass sphere, like that helps against Moongeist Beam. So that I think it's pretty nice. It has pretty low damage, and I don't think you would really. I mean, I guess you could run it with Lurantis as well. So like that's pretty decent, but yeah, C.
C. All right, let's throw it in C and we'll move on. Where are we even at? We're only at 30. All right. Ooh, Suicune's going to be kind of interesting here. It's got the Purification ability. When this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field, remove any special conditions and curse markers from all the Pokemon you have in the duel. It's got Ice Beam. Sheer Cold was nice. And Hydro Pump. And how did we run this? What did we do here? Because we tried to banish, right?
Basically, A tier for me.
Wait, how did we banish things with Suicune? The Sheer Cold. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if they were frozen. That's right. Yeah, if they were frozen and it lands Sheer Cold. Welcome back, Vixen. So Ice Deck, Sheer Cold, ability. B tier, maybe? High C, low B? What did you say, Vixen? For your
Hey,
A tier. Interesting. What's the argument for A tier?
because okay, you needed to exclude We Frozen, but still, it was one KO, and it's 2-star purple. Hydro Pump for Zoro, probably 101.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
It's useful for Frozen. Yeah. Because I remember Hydro Pump was 70.
It was. Steven, thoughts?
I think it's a B.
It's a
I don't
B.
really know. I don't know what my argument it is, but that's what I'm feeling right now.
Okay. What's up, Queen? Thought you had
Good.
to.
I'm getting ready for work, but I had to jump in when I saw Sewer Queen.
Oh, here we go. Her water Pokemon. Let's hear it.
Okay, because Sewer Queen has very good synergy along with Tapu Fini, and also Sewer Queen, if you have the Swampert, because of the frozen slice, you could also get the freeze from the Swamperts to synergize with Sewer Queen, who is also a water figure, but also worked well with the other ghost frozen figures whose names have just slipped my mind. But they would, Sewer Queen had multiple flaxes to work with, which was really good. So I'll definitely range her as a B tier.
B tier. Okay, so Vixen says A. You say B. Steven says B. Chat. Let's see. C plus B, B, B minus. I like Suicune was in the meta for quite a while and was nice anti-meta at other points. Was not a fan of Sheer Cold. I never understood why people went for Sheer Cold when you could freeze mons indefinitely with Kyurem Vulpix combo. Let's actually talk about that. What do you guys feel like is more important? To basically render a figure completely useless, like just being frozen on the field, can't do anything, or to exclude them? For me personally, I would go with the exclusion because you can't get them back. Well, I mean, there are figures to bring them back, like the Mega Altaria, but like...
Yeah, I don't understand why Rai thinks it's a bad thing, because it's like it KOs or it banishes something. Like it doesn't necessarily remove the freeze. Only if you attack and don't land Sheer Cold is it bad. But in that case, you can just leave them frozen.
Yeah.
You don't have to go for the Sheer Cold.
Yeah, exclusion was definitely, yeah. So I that's, yeah, right. I totally would go with Sheer Cold 100% of the time than just leaving them frozen. Because leaving them frozen, they have the potential to become unfrozen. There's evolutions. There's plates to eve up, there's plates to cure status. So, I mean, yeah, I would totally go with that. But, all right, looks like the most people are saying B tier. I agree. I don't... So with Vixen said A tier, what I have in A tier, I don't think I would run over Suicune, and what's in A tier has been used more than Suicune. And just because of that, I think I'm inclined to go with B. So, Suicune.
Yeah, well, see, Sewer Queen isn't multi-dexterous. She can only be used for specialty decks, whereas your A tiers can be used not just across one or two decks, but across all. So I think that's what holds Sewer Queen back more, in my opinion, Rico.
That's a good point. I like it. Okay, we have Suicune. And now we have Zekrom. Suicune was kind of used in... Were they using this deck? Or no, they were used to, like, combat this deck. Like, when Zekroms and Reshiram's became relevant again, which was when we got Mega Altaria? And Coco?
Zekrom also really synergized well with Tapu Koko because of the electric...
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we have Zekrom, Dragon Electric typing. It did have this Pokemon gains weight 9 at the start of the duel, but there was a way to bypass this, wasn't there? What Pokemon was it that helped them just get on the bench? I mean, on the field. Did have the Fly. I do like the Zekrom better than the Reshiram because of the Fly. But the synergy here obviously was the Fusion Bolt. When you had them both on, this is how you excluded the figures. When you had the Coco, obviously did plus 30 damage. This thing... The way that it was used, I kind of want to put this thing. I kind of want to put it in A. honestly.
I think it deserves A.
You think A? Yeah, I think just
Yeah.
how people use it, the fly cheese, like with the cocoa, with being able to exclude things, with Altarias. Yeah, I think those are the
Yeah.
reasons why I want to put it in A. Steven, do you think differently, or Queen?
I definitely agree with A. I meant to say it earlier, sorry.
Okay. And Steven?
Bill
I'm not
thinks
really
he's
sure,
good.
actually. It's between B or A for me.
Okay. What is... So it's a guaranteed... Well, not a guaranteed, but it's definitely no lower than a B for you. What are some of the points that, on your end, that you think would pull it from B? Like, what's making you kind of lean towards A?
Well, I guess just the fact that it has an option to exclude, although it does rely on having either Victini or Reshiram on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of it's kind of a thing where, like, I don't know, like it doesn't have very high damage. Fly is good, but can sometimes be bad. And the fact that it has weight 9.
You had also the overdrive plate.
Yeah,
Which
so it's plus
gave
60
30.
when you attack, right? It's plus 60 when you attack.
No, plus 30 if you're using with Tapu Koko is plus 60.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. So, like, yeah. So,
Okay.
put in this thing at its best case scenario. The Fusion Bolt hits for what, 150? Actually, so if you have Overdrive and Coco and Altarias,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
hits for a lot.
Bill
And
approves.
imagine we mega Legazam alchemy marker gold fusion bolt.
Yeah, I haven't even really factored in the alchemy marker. I mean, I think I did once, but I mean, you can factor that in with any figure. And people wouldn't run it with this. Like, people, what did people ran? They ran double Altarias minimum. Some people ran 3, but then you ran Resh Zek, so that's 4. Coco 5, and then maybe Victini, like, or even Mega Ray.
At the end of the game, you would just run Victinis. But like when they were first released, then yeah, you would have Zek, Resh, Altaria, and Coco, and whatever else was meta then.
All right, let's. I'm gonna go final A, and then Steven, what do you got?
I'm voting B.
B. Vixen.
A.
Queen, are you still here? Don't think she is. All right, so chat. Final ranking. What do we have? We have A. We have B. B plus. B. B. B plus. Okay. So we'll go with the majority says B tier. We'll stick it in B tier. That is Zekrom. All right, next. Raikou. Oh, man. I think Raikou was like, I want to say like my 3rd EX I ever pulled on this game. And then Raikou did not even rise to, I mean, I don't want to necessarily say meta, but like its usage increased when we got Coco. But all right, so it has a non-stop ability. This Pokemon cannot have weight. Can MP move through Pokemon on the field that are paralyzed or have weight.
Sorry about that, Rico. My mic wouldn't unmute. I did try to respond.
Oh, what did you say for the Zek?
Definitely A.
A? Okay. Thunderous Blow, which was nice because it was gold, and the battle opponent and a succession of Pokemon adjacent to it, excluding this one, become paralyzed. The only downfall was the bite. So best case scenario, you run this with Coco, you run it with, like, you could even run it with Dex. Dude, I never ran this, like, can MP move through Pokemon on the field that are paralyzed or weight? That'd be interesting to run with, like, weight with the Roxy move, but nah, it's too niche. I want to put this thing, I don't even really want to put it in B. I think I'd put it in C.
Way to go, because the only way it would really work is in Jolteon. Also, a Zapdos deck would work well because it had with Zapdos ability to paralyze across the line. and you really had to rely, just like on the Arcanine decks, you had to rely on paralysis in order for Raikou to become effective, just like Houndoom or Houndour, I should say, can move, or actually no, it's Arcanine that can move through burnt figures. So I definitely, it's a niche tier. I'd put it in a C or a B class, but probably because of a B, because it's still a decent attacker and it's got a gold.
True.
I'm leaning more towards C. Looks like Vixen's in agreement. Vixen, what tier do you want to put it in?
B.
B? Is that what you said?
B.
B. Okay. Steven?
Yeah.
I think C. Most of its damage is too low for me,
Yeah.
and like even with Coco, yeah, that gets a plus 30, but like Thunderous Blow, if Thunderous Blow covered the bite as well, I think that would help. But it's like moving through Paralyze and weight figures is nice, but there's so many. I don't think that helps Raikou very much, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like, look at the wheel. Like, 50% of that wheel is miss, dodge, bite.
And
Yeah.
even Thunder, like Thunder's not great. It's 110 and it's white.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go with C. I think Steven went with C. Looks like the chat is going with C. Let's throw this thing in C. Then let's move on. Raikou. They gave it injustice. I mean, I think it's like Suicune's nice. Entei is kind of like Dio's speed. Damage was
I don't
higher.
remember if Raikou ever got buffed or not. I don't think it did.
I thought the damage did get buffed. I can't remember.
Well, if it did, I don't remember seeing it used very much either.
Ooh, okay. Let's go on with the Latios. Latios was kind of seen early on in the beginning when this game first came out. Like when you got rushed with Latios or Latios, they hit pretty high, like 190, 120, and I'm pretty sure the Luster Purge was not 150 at the time, but
No.
it hit pretty hard. The only downfall, obviously, is the hallucination. This Pokemon gets knocked out, it is removed from the duel. So yeah, it does hit pretty high. It does have dodge, 0 miss at level 5. We do have to factor in that it does have the psychic typing, so the psychic Z move is cheesy, and we are gonna have to factor in the Mega, the what was the other plate? The Eon Flute.
Yeah, Eon Flute.
So, damn, because of the Eon Flute, because of the Mega, because of the typing. I want to put it in
And the Psychic
B.
Z move.
Yeah, yeah. So the typing. I want to put it in B tier, but then again, when it gets
Do you
knocked out,
remember
I kind of
as
want to put it
well that
lower.
It used to get buffed from. Oh, there was this particular dragon figure. You guys might be able to help me remember, but it used to
Torterra?
turn this wheel into gold.
That turns what?
Turn Latios' wheel from white into gold.
I mean, Mega Alakazam.
A figure that turned into. Oh, is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about the
Mega
Alakazam?
Alakazam.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the cycle.
Alakazam, it's not Australian.
So when a Mega Alakazam evolved, it used to get past its ability on, and I used to see it quite a lot from back in the Pokemon Duel days. So it used to, I can't remember which wheel slice it was for Mega Alakazam, but it also used to turn any other psychic type wheel into gold, and because Latios used to synergize really well in the psychic decks along with Alakazam evolving into Mega Alakazam, and it used to turn its wheel into gold, and I used to see it a lot for the cheese.
Fair. That's something you do have to consider. All right, what are you guys' final ranking for Latios then?
I still don't think it's nowhere near as good as Latios. I still think Latios is probably an A class. Latios is definitely an S class.
Yeah.
Wait, you think Latios is A and Latios is S?
Yeah, this one here is an A class.
Oof.
The red one is S tier.
Okay. Vixen, you're in the agreement with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Steven, where are we at?
I'm gonna have to be the odd one out in this group. I think it's like C at most.
I agree. I believe it's C as well, just because it is Z move fodder. Like when this thing is gone, it's gone. Like, I mean, yeah, you do have plates, you do have a Mega, but when it's gone, it's gone. It gets destroyed by Z moves.
Yeah, even the Mega I don't think saves it because it's still just blue and white. And
True.
Eon Flute brings it back for a little bit, but then it can just get banished again. I think it's too high maintenance without enough return, in my opinion.
That's a good point right there. I like that. Okay, I'm in agreement with you on C. Chat, what's the final ranking you see here? Luigi says C. D. One could not hope to win a long drawn out game. Wait, you think it's a D, right? I don't know about D. Oh, Tarvel says D at best. D minus at best. What? I don't know about a D because I see what I have in the D tier, and I'm like, I mean, I would easily run Latios over everything in D tier. A low D? Dude. Damn. You guys are giving no love to Latios and Latios. All right. Well, let's see.
I mean, its wheel isn't all that great either, because like none of its moves do anything. Its ability is nothing but a negative. The only good thing about it is it's psychic with 3 MP, but it's still, I don't know. I think I'm okay with C, but I definitely agree with a lot of the arguments for D too.
I think just because of its mobility, 3 MP, psychic Z move, and the possibilities it can do. Well, I guess, yeah, you're right. Even with the Mega Evolution. Oh, wait. Its Mega Evolution turned everyone's golds into white. Was that this one, or was it the Latios, the Mega Latios?
That's Latios.
Latios.
This one,
Yeah, that's
Let me read
like
it. The effects of abilities that decrease damage on your Dragon type and Psychic Pokemon
Oh, they're nullified?
are nullified.
Okay.
So not not really that impactful.
Yeah. All right. I think C. It looks like the chat says D. There's no way I'm putting this in D tier. There's no way I'm putting this in D tier. I'm putting it in C tier. Next.
because
Ooh.
Latios as a standalone figure, yeah, probably C.
Let's talk about Genesect. Genesect here.
My boy.
Okay, Bug Steel. Bug. What did Bug do? Negative MP, right? Negative 1 MP or negative 2 MP, something like that. Still, we know what Steel type Z move did. The Hover
This
Jet.
Pokemon was the king of plates. Genesect had more plates.
Well, yeah, it had a super lot of plays for it. It's pretty. I liked it a lot. May MP move over your Pokemon on the field. If any of your dry plates have been used, then when this Pokemon is knocked out, one of them become usable, other than a plate still in use on that turn. The Techno Charge gave plus 50 to the Techno Blast. Was it always plus 50, or was it something less?
Yeah.
Or was the Techno
I think
Charge
it's always
50
plus 50.
before, or was it always 70?
Yeah, I think maybe it was 50.
50. All right, so because of its ability to move through
Plus 50.
your Pokemon, because of all the plates that it had access to, and because of what those plates could do, exclude figures, allow you to respin. 4 miss level 5. I think a solid B for this one. I think easy B tier. I don't think you can make an argument for A tier. I mean, I guess you could, but
Because like
But it needs a
Genesect,
lot of setup.
yeah, Genesect takes a lot of investment.
right.
But when
Yeah.
it works, it pays off a lot because you can banish a figure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it takes too much setup to be an A for me.
So a B for you.
Yeah.
All right, Vixen.
Yeah, probably B. Or even C.
B or C, and Queen.
Maybe B.
I agree with B. I definitely don't see it being a C just because of its ability with the plates.
Okay. Looks like chat here is saying mostly B. Rye says A because you're biased. Wait. So Hyphenid says B. Then he says it had at least some sort of niche for a large part of the game, and Freeze does have a lot going for it. Actually, I'm tempted for A. The more I think about it. Tarvold said B. Typhlosion. What's up, Typhlosion? Says B. Here. Okay, so it looks like majority of people are saying B. Let's go B.
Wait, hyphenated. I'm confused why. Are you the one that said Sheer Cold was worse, and then you said Genesect is okay with Freeze?
No, that was
In my
right.
opinion, that's kind of the same.
I think that was right that said that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Sorry.
All right, let's move on. Oh, here we go. Latios. All right, so where did we put? We put Latios in C tier. Okay, let's talk about it. Dragon typing, who cares about that when it comes to Z moves? But it does have the Psychic Z move. It does have Fly Away. Fly Away is what? 24 at level 0 or 1. Damage output's not bad. We know the ability is terrible. The Mega was pretty decent, right? Because it had Fly as well, and it turned your gold into whites. This one's above Latios. I have Latios in C. I know you guys wanted it in D, but there's no way. There's no way Latios is in D tier. If we put Latios in C tier, damn. Like, I kind of want to put Latios in B tier. But what knocks it back is its ability, because once it's gone, it's gone. So maybe I'm inclined to put it in C tier, just a higher C tier than Latios. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's the same as Latios. The Mega for Latios is definitely better than Latios, but I think Latios itself is about the same as Latios.
Okay, so same tier for you. Say C tier. Ladies, what are we thinking?
Probably C or D, because as a standalone figure, nobody will use it. But as for the Mega, probably CB.
Queen?
B.
B. Okay. Chat. What we got? B. Latios is also a D. A D. Listen, don't get me wrong, Tarvold and Hyphenate. I totally respect your guys' opinion. You guys are like great players, really good players, better player than I am. I just can't find myself putting it in a D tier. Like, you want me to put this thing with Croconaw, Mawile, Haunter, Weezing, Zangoose? Like, I can't do it, man. Can't do it. Frankie Alaska says A tier. I don't know about all that. Think about it like this. All right. I like this. Explain. Why would you use it? Why would I use it? Okay. So, Latios, let's say I'm facing a dragon deck, right? We have Mega Rayquaza that we need to go up against. Latios is 3MP. Latios does a Fly Cheese. Latios's Mega hits for what, 200? I think 200 minimum.
No, it's 180.
Is it 180?
Yeah.
Okay, 180.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it depends on like how you, like what other figures you have supporting this in your deck. You do have the Eon Flute. I'm assuming you're running Eon Flute, and you have the Mega Evolution. That's enough for me to move from D to C. Like what do I have in D tier? That's like a 3MP that can do this much damage, that has a potential to Mega Evolution, that can change your gold into white. Like, you can, there's winnable conditions with Latios. Winnable conditions, and I'm throwing it in a C tier. Like, if you have a winnable condition, like, I think it should be at least a B tier, but like, I don't know. Those are all my arguments for to put it in C tier.
But before Latios get her Mega, will you use it still?
If it didn't have a Mega?
Yeah.
If it didn't have a Mega,
As a standalone.
if I was a free-to-play player and this was like, yeah, I think I would. If I was a free-to-play player, you know, and I didn't have access to that many figures, just the Fly alone, the 3MP to apply pressure, and the damage output, like, the 80 is very, very small. 0 miss. But then again, I guess, yeah, 140, 120. It's not that good. But would I run it over everything else in D tier? Yes, I totally would. Like, what do I have in C tier? Sandshrew. Would I ever run Sandshrew? No. Groudon. Would I ever run Groudon? No. I don't know. Frankie says he used 3 Latios. Oh, wait. And 3 Lot. What was Hyphenate saying? Dragon decks, ops to play defensive. Well, now you just wait until you eventually lose. I'd run Sandshrew or Groudon over this any day. I don't know, man.
I mean, yeah, Latios and Latios can't really deal with a drawn-out game, because eventually they're going to get banished and you can't get them back. Because, like, the only way Latios and Latios wins is, like, if you rush and get good rolls.
Yeah. All right, let's just we're just gonna throw this in where Latios is. Throw him in, and you do have the ability to have a mega. Wait, you were able to have 2 megas on the field, right? With this figure?
If you use the Eon Flute.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay, now. Okay, that's actually a compelling argument. Hypenated said he'd rather run Bidoof over this with no support. I'm like, there's no way. But then he said at least Bidoof can be cycled. Fair. I can see that, but I would still run this over Bidoof. Winnable conditions, fly. Like that's enough for me. Next, Vigor. Okay, do we even need to really talk about this? 3 MP, Max Vital Spirit. This Pokemon must MP move as far as its MP range allows it. Fury Swipes and Slash. That's an easy. Dude. I just had the hardest time spelling that. I don't know why. All right. Next. Sliggoo. Okay, Sliggoo does have the gooey ability. Pokemon that battle this Pokemon gain weight just like Goomy. The only thing here is Slippery Swap. Winnable conditions here. Probably D, honestly.
I agree with D. Slippery Swap is really small.
Yeah, it's not as big as Goomy's. So.
Bird's Goomy, yeah.
Yeah, I would go with D. Vixen's agree. Steven's agreement. Queen, are you still in here? Queen she's muted though. And chat, what's the chat saying? Worse than Goomy still
Sorry
decent.
about that,
D.
Rico.
You're good.
We'll have to head off soon. I'd say sick laugh, so I'm gonna go now. Take care and all the best.
All right, later. All right, looks like most people are in agreement with D. So, yeah, you're right. No reason to evolve. I remember actually running Sliggoo. I think it was against the round deck. When the round deck first became popular. This is what I used to beat it. Because because Goomy didn't have Dragon Sphere. So I used the Slippery Swap. So, all right, we'll stick them in D. Sliggoo. Ooh, Crobat, Tarvold. Tarvold's going to say A tier. Tell me why Tarvold. All right, so Crobat does have Shuttle Flip, kind of like Mew. Could be used kind of like Mew. Could be like a poor man's Mew. But when this Pokemon is on the field, all poison Pokemon will do further negative 20 damage. This effect does not stack. Does have the Poison Fang and Noxious Fang, which either poisons you, or noxiouses you. Level 4 miss at level 5. If you evolve this thing from Crobat with what was that plate? What sphere was it? Winged sphere? Was it Winged sphere?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. The flying sphere.
Yeah.
The winged sphere, yeah.
Yeah, so it can move through figures at that point. But, the evolution was really hard to get though. And then Shuttle Flip Cheese, so. But
if you use it with Bounce with Line Evolution, which move was that called? That move you could evolve,
Yeah. I think so with Shuttle Flip, with actually its wheel, like if you KO it, you're statused. The 3 MP, the potential to move through figures. Running this with Venusaur, like I think a C tier minimum.
Yeah, C tier.
C. Steven, what do you think?
C tier is fair.
Yeah, I like C because Shuttle Flip is really good. 3 MP is really good. But I think it has more weaknesses than benefits in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, some people were saying B, but I don't know. Yeah, I like C. Good agreements with C. Crobat. Throw Crobat in C. Ooh, right. I use this to great extent to beat Dio teams with a poison. I do actually remember that. I do remember at one point in the Deoxys meta, people were starting to poison them to reduce the damage. I do remember that. Oh, okay. Okay, it's not the EX Sharpedo. So, okay, we got the rare Sharpedo. Prey Scent. If an opponent's Pokemon has a special condition, this Pokemon gains +1 MP. Did have the Noxious Fang and the Ice Fang, so it had two slices that can cause status, and then the Skull Bash. The battle opponent gains weight 3. If the battle opponent is affected by a special condition, the battle opponent is knocked out. I never used this figure.
It did get a pretty decent buff because it used
16
to
miss.
be like absolute trash tier, but now it's not bad.
Yeah, because the attacks were like 70, weren't they?
70, yeah.
Did they cause status though?
I don't
No.
think they did.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say
It
yeah,
is.
it's probably a C tier, maybe.
Yeah, C tier. I think C tier
High
is
D,
fair
low
for
C. But then again, we do have to factor in it does have the potential to mega evolution or to mega evolve. Yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck between
it-
D and C.
But as a standalone figure, maybe D.
D, Steven, what you think?
It does have nice benefits. So like it can potentially be 3 MP. The mega is really good. I kind of want to say C, I think.
C. All right, looks like most people are saying C tier. What's up, Date? Frankie Alaska here is not happy that Latios and Latios. Wait, is a D? We have it in. Wait, you're not happy that it's a C tier? I thought you wanted it to be a higher tier. We said C tier for Sharpedo, right? C? Yeah.
I think so.
Sharpedo. I remember when the EX Sharpedo was around, and I was like, "Oh, it's Pedo," and people were like, "You probably shouldn't be saying that, bro. You're making videos, you're saying Pedo." I'm like, "Oh, Sue, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." All right, let's move on. Mime Jr. No ability, Psychic Fairy. You have to really only consider the Fairy Z move because Confusion or the Z move would only do 40 damage. Mime, what does that even do? All adjacent Pokemon now have weight 3. This Pokemon may move to the bench. Huh.
E tier.
And then Baton Pass, if you have one... Wait, if one of your own Pokemon neighbors this Pokemon, the two switch places. What is that blue attack that, Malamar... What's Malamar's smaller form?
Inkay.
Inkay. What is it, the blue that it has?
Okay.
Isn't it the same as Baton Pass?
I can check.
But yeah, this, it's, I think, just E, right? There's no... I mean, it's 3 MP, it's a fairy typing. I don't think there's anything else other than that. Okay, Tarvold, you need
I
to...
think Poochyena has Baton Pass too.
Who?
Poochyena.
Poochyena.
Oh yeah, it's Hide.
Hide. Doesn't it do the same
Yeah,
thing?
but yeah, Inkay and Poochyena have Hide. And
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Listen, Tarvold, you want to get timed out, bro? You want to get banned? Stop. All right, this thing just goes to E tier. Mime Jr. Why is Pikachu D tier? The Pikachu that's in D tier, wait, is the rare Pikachu. The rare Pikachu is in D tier just because of gold and purple. That's the only reason why, I think. And because I like Pikachu. And because I'm biased. But all right, let's move on from Mime Jr. Ooh, Talonflame. And ooh, look at this Talonflame, guys. This Talonflame is completely gold. This Talonflame has its Gale Wings in full effect right now. Around its entire body. But all right, Talonflame, the Gale Wings. In its first battle, after moving to the field, all of this Pokemon's white attacks becomes gold attacks. Hold on. How did we use this again? There was some sort of cheese that we used with this. What was it? It was... I'm trying to think. What did I...
I know what you're talking about because you showcased someone using it.
Yeah,
don't
I can't remember what I
it was.
did though. What did we do? We clearly made it so where gold did something. Did it banish them? Did it... Does anybody remember in chat what
To
we
be
did with
honest, I
Talonflame?
don't remember.
It was from like a really early deck, I think, because yeah,
Hold
I
on.
think it was from some really early strategy that you showed off.
Let me
Yeah, maybe it was force remove, like Tarvold said. I
take a
don't know.
look here. I thought it was like cursing or something. I don't remember. videos. Let's search Talonflame. Insane Talonflame Banish deck. Hold up, guys. There's that.
So I raised my score by 21 points. Boost your credit scores instantly. Free.
What did we do here?
Oh, it was against a team
Against
member.
this Japanese player, and I have not seen a deck like this. Like a Talonflame? What? Talonflame? Yeah, we did. So we did curse them. Okay, the Shaman land. So there's gonna be a Mega Evolution, and the only Mega Evolution here. Whoops. Oh, Rocky Helmet. Primarily for. With the Gardevoir.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because then even you can KO gold, or I mean,
Fracture.
you can KO purple, or if they have damage,
Yo, this
then
is
you
not
KO
gonna
them as
happen.
well.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not happening.
That's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so we know what it can do. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn the music back on. Okay. All right, so we know what it can do. We got to throw that in with the possibility. So like the what was the Spiritomb's ability to like curse them? The like
I don't know what it was called, but when it came out, you made someone spin.
Right,
And if
and
they
they
land
white.
white, they got cursed.
Yeah. Okay. So let's factor that in. We got 2 MP. The gold wheel. Because then you would have to run like scoop ups with it. Like best case scenario, I think it could be a high C, but like it requires a lot. And after you do it once, it's just stuck on the field. Full white will. Brave Bird doesn't do anything. Like if it
Yeah, and like
Flare
Flare
Blitz.
Blitz, I mean, Brave Bird can end up KOing you as well, even if you get a knockout. Because if they hit at least 60, then you're done.
Yeah. I want to say low C, high D on this. Probably just because of the possibilities and like what it actually can do. I would go C on this one. So yeah, I think my final ranking is going to be C for Talonflame.
I want to say D.
D, okay, and Vixen
D.
D as well. All right, chat looks like chat saying let's see D. No wait, C, 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 D, D plus. Wait, 1, 2. You two said D, so that's 4 Ds. C, C, C. I say C. That's 4 Cs. Kind of caught in the middle. The only thing that's pushing me to C is consistency of dying, and it's used after it's used. Okay, so yeah, to cycle, I could see that.
Yeah, that's true, because it usually ends up being a 1-for-1.
Right. I like that a lot. Right now, I'm throwing him in C. Let's move on. We are almost at the 50 mark. Okay, here's Entei. Entei, the Fire Rush, +1 MP off the bench. Sacred Fire. Opponent becomes burned. The downfall is obviously the Stomp. It has a big miss for our Fierce Roar. Switches the battle opponent with an opposing Pokemon adjacent to the battle opponent. Those Pokemon gain weight.
This is the DO speed of Fire Gems.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I don't know. C tier? I don't see it being a B, A, or yeah. I think for me, the mobility, Sacred Fire is, it's alright in terms of damage. Fire Z move isn't the greatest. Fierce Roar doesn't really do anything.
Probably D. Just probably.
I'm gonna go with C. Just because of its ability, like just because of the amount of pressure it puts on right away. I don't know. What do you think, Steven?
I think C's alright.
C. All right. Chat says CC. Daytay says B. I don't know the ranking of the rest of the Pokemon. I'll show you what we have so far. B tier, Daytay. Give me your argument for B tier, please. But here's, I mean, it's kind of like if you could want to skim through it here. You say B tier, so you're basically saying you'd run them with Murkrow, Kyogre, Dratini, Gumi, Giratina, Evolta. I mean, a lot of these are subject to change. We've established that we kind of need another tier, but like, I don't think I would run him in the B tier, to be honest. I think the majority. Oh, Hypenace says D is the final answer. Okay. Who else said D? Did you say D, Vixen?
Yeah.
Okay. So just 2 Ds, mostly Cs. There are 2 Bs actually. It can go through burn figures? Oh yeah, it can. You're right. It can go through burn figures. Okay, so you do have to factor in like running this thing with Houndour. Interesting. I still don't think it's enough to put it into B tier. Oh, Tarble says D tier as well.
Because you use this figure only on fire gyms.
Yeah, true. True. You'd only use it in the gym.
So that's why I said D.
D. Okay. Hold on, let me see. C. Okay, so it looks like the majority is C. So we'll do that. Inte. Quilava, let's not even. It's an E, dude. Where is that man at? I'm pretty sure he's online. Yeah, he's online. Dude, where are you? Next, we do. Oh, wait, I got it. Oh, I already did it. Ooh, okay. Not Braxton, but like the. What's the second form called?
Delphox.
Delphox.
No. The second form. Oh, wait. No, this is okay. No, this is the second form. This is the second form. I'm an idiot. Okay, Delphox. Okay, so this one's gonna be very interesting because of the Flame Kinesis. The battle opponent is moved 3 steps away from this Pokemon, and Flamethrower, it does burn them.
And she got buffed because before Flame Kinesis, it was Light Screen.
Was it?
Yeah, it didn't do anything before.
I didn't know that. Okay, so the ability to displace your opponent's figure. The way of having it like evolve because of that, running that with Blacephalon, you have a 3-star purple. This thing was kind of a problem like towards the end. Like when people actually started figuring out like Delphox and Braxton were good, I want to put this thing probably in the same tier as Entei. I'd probably go C tier with this.
Yeah, I agree with that.
B tier for me.
B for you? B as in Bravo?
Yeah.
Okay. Big purple wall. C. Luigi says B. I used to try to exploit it whenever I saw it, making me want to try and force the opponent to Flame Kinesis me to their goal. Oh, that that would actually be hilarious. To be honest, Delphox is another figure that would have been awesome with a bigger time limit. I agree. C tier. Majority says C. Let's go to C and we'll move on. All right. Fetchender. Same thing as Talonflame. It has Wisp, but it does have a Flare Blitz, which does burn them. So Fetchender's I don't know. Is it better than Talonflame?
It might be. I mean, it's 3 MP as well, but I think it's still pretty low tier though.
I didn't even notice 3 MP. Yeah, actually, I'm probably comfortable just throwing this wherever Talonflame is, which is the C tier. So I mean, 3 MP for mobility. You could run this with the Rocky Helmet the same way, like the same cheese we did with Talonflame, because of I mean, But other than that, it might be D tier. I'm not sure. I need more convincing. Chat looks like they're saying D.
Yeah, I'd put a D.
Put in D.
Yeah, D.
D. All right. Well, that was quick. D, and let's move on. D, D, D. Everybody's in D. Hyphenated says C. I was kind of inclined to go C just because of the potential, but go with the majority. We say D. Flareon.
That's an E, dude.
That's an E, dude. But all the other rares are in D. I'm sticking them in D until we like redo this thing.
But Flareon, I would say Flareon is much worse than the rest of them though, because it's all white and it just doesn't do anything. Like Leafeon can move through grass, Jolteon can move through white figures. Flareon just doesn't do anything.
You're right. I mean, at max, what does this thing do? Hits for 100 damage. It's dies to Z moves. Yeah, I could see that.
And some people in chat are saying D.
Yeah, Tarvel says it's better than Sylveon. He's right because it is 3 MP. But and it does burn. Right now, I'm just gonna throw him, dude. Okay, no, you're right. It's definitely E tier. Flareon. We're gonna have to read. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Arbok. I don't even know this thing does. Shed skin. At the beginning of your. Oh, so that's what Dragonair has, right? You can remove the status conditions. Okay. Oh, and when you do, you may evolve this Pokemon if possible. Why did they put that in there? Why would they
That was
put?
just added for Dragonair.
Yeah, why would they even? Okay. Anyway, 4 Mist level 5, Poison Fang, and Glare. So it causes status. I mean, am I throwing this in E? Am I throwing it in D? I mean, it does have some sort of survivability. And because of the survivability, because of the status, I want to put it in D tier.
Yeah, maybe D.
What do you think, Steven?
Yeah, I suppose D is fine.
D? All right. Chat, what are we thinking?
You're just memeing.
All right. Throwing it. Arbok. In the D tier. Let's move on. Magmar. Lava Therapy. This Pokemon cannot be frozen or put to sleep. I did not even know that. Fire Punch. If it's knocked out, you're burned. Confuse Ray. Causes confusion. 3-star purple. Huge miss. I mean, it's the same thing for Arbok. It does have survivability and does cause status. So I believe it should be in D tier, right? Unless you guys have anything or disagree. Magmar. Next. Oh!
Hey,
Yes.
the original.
The original S-tiered runner. Let's go. Damn, dude. Shelpa has a very special place in my heart. Shelpa's actually not that... I mean, like... Will-O-Wisp is a 1-star purple, but it's pretty big, especially at level 10. Was like you said, it was the OG. It moves through figures. 3 MP. I mean, I've taken out Rayquazas with this thing. I've taken out Metagross with this thing. I think it's a B tier.
Stupid tier.
It's okay. Maybe dude, this one's actually hard because like if we are factoring in legacy, if we are factoring in like how long it was in the game and stuff like that, that's what makes me want to put it in B. But like honestly, it's high D, mid C. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I need some convincing here. I'm biased. I want to put it in B tier, but I know that's not where it belongs. Like as the game ended. So what do you guys think? And chat, what do you guys think?
Maybe D. Maybe D because we have Rotom.
Oh yeah, it's so outclassed by runners now. Okay, that's fair. Steven?
I think it's like C because it's only slightly worse than any other 3MP move through figure. Well, some are way better than others, but like Shuppet still does that role, and like that's really beneficial. And basically every deck wants to have a figure like Shuppet.
Yep. Mobility.
So I think C for me.
All right, so we have C, possibly a D from Vixen. Chat here. Remember that leg? Yeah, exactly, Hyphenated. That's why I want to put it in B. What are your guys' final ratings for Shuppet? We have C, C, C. Was an easy A at its height, D towards the end. All right, so Rai. So if you had to factor, or if you had to,
Average that.
yeah, average that out, where would you put it? Oh, you already mentioned that above. So maybe B, okay. And some figures got buffed multiple times. Second rating in the past. That's fair. That's actually fair. That's a good point. But it looks like the majority says C. So let's go with C. Shuppet's the best. Was that the 50? Oh, wait. Okay, we already did 50. All right. All downhill from now. All right, so we do have Seekin here. Has a Swift Swim ability, plus 1 MP when next to a water Pokemon. Mega Horn 80, Fear, like E, right? Like, do we even really talk about it? E tier?
Yeah, I think it's an E.
Sorry, Seeking. Next. Ooh, here's the Delphox. The magic trick. If this Pokemon spins Mist in battle, one of your plates will switch from being used to unused. It also has the Psychic ability, or typing. So the Z move is really good. Flamethrower does status it. And the Flame Kinesis, which when it is evolved, 3-star purple. This thing's really good. I want to stick Delphox in A tier. Because because of moving you. Like displacing the opponent's figure, can status, the ability, and its typing, Z move. Yeah, I think that's, for me, that's enough to put in A. Vixen agrees. Steven, thoughts?
I think if you consider everything about it, it would be an A. I think because its ability is really, really strong, because you can get back like mega plates for free, basically. But I think it's hard to rate that, in my opinion, because you have to roll a miss for that to come up, and it does happen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I would argue Flame Kinesis is the only good thing on its wheel. I kind of want to put it B.
Okay. B. Vixen, you said A, right?
Yeah.
And I said A. Chat, let's see what we got. Delphox saw much more use than people think. A or B. Delphox is solid. B+. Even back in the earliest Japanese players use it. I didn't know that. Luigi says B+, A-. B+. B sounds about right. Maybe A-. B, B. Okay, so it looks like the majority are saying B. Slightly. So I'm actually okay with putting him in B. I think that's okay. I mean, I never used it.
Yeah, I ran it for a while with I would mostly pull off wins with Mega Gengar, because I would use my Mega early, and then my opponent wouldn't worry about it, and then I would get the Mega Plate and win like eventually later.
Oh, okay, I see. Huh.
Delphox was my second EX figure that I got in the game.
Right, that's
and I still
super
remember that
Go ahead.
The purple was named Hyperspace Hole, which is the Hoopa signature move. And then they changed it to Flame Kinesis.
Like another hour, McKenna, or two.
I might not stay for the whole time today.
Okay, that's fine. All right, we'll try to run through these. We still have 47 to go. But that's interesting, right? I've never seen Flame Kinesis used in Mighty Spirit. But that's very interesting. All right. Magby. What does the Fire Breath do? Oh, it just becomes burned. Any grass type. Or, wait, any grass type Pokemon or bug type Pokemon that battles becomes. Like, just E, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's like a slightly better Torchic, but it's still, I think it's still E.
Magby E. All right, let's move on. Charmeleon. Oh yeah, remember what did it have besides Combuskin? It was something else. Searing Shot. Right?
Yeah, I think they had to like rename something because Victini had the same move, but it had different text.
Yeah. Tarvold, you're getting banned. You're getting banned. E, right? There's no. Typhlosion says
Yeah.
D. How do you go, Typhlosion? How do you go from F to D? We're gonna stick in E. Move on. Umbreon. I feel like Umbreon just goes with the rest of them, which was D tier.
E.
Umbreon. Nothing really to talk about there.
Oh no.
Tarvold.
Poor Typhlosion.
We're at Typhlosion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Typhlosion. Let's talk about Typhlosion. Oh my god. I don't even really want to talk. I remember I tried to make Typhlosion work. I think I made a video on it. But yeah, 1 MP. MP is predicated on how many of your Pokemon you have in your PC and the damage output. This thing hits for a maximum. Like what? If it's chained to 10, 100, 120, you evolve it 130. The hot air. I mean, you can run this with Blacephalon, but yeah, this thing is D tier, right? Maybe even E tier. I don't know. I feel like it's an EX. It can't be an E tier, but I'm gonna go with D. What are you guys thinking?
Unless if you use it the takeaway combo.
Oh yeah, that's actually what I did. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. The takeaway with Blacephalon. Yeah, I think that's what I did.
Typhlosion.
It's not Pikachu tier. Steven, what are you thinking?
I think D is okay because I mean it can potentially be 3 MP and that makes it better. But it's for the most part of the game, it's gonna be pretty useless.
All right.
So D.
Such a shame, dude. Typhlosion was such a cool design Pokemon. It's just terrible. You're right. He never did get above. Espeon. I guess we'll just, same thing, right? We'll just leave it with the rest, which was D tier. Even though I kind of like it. Like, this Pokemon gains plus 1 star. It's super survivable. Has good survivability. Yeah, and Tapu Lele.
You could get 5 stars.
If the battle opponent's attack would inflict a marker or a special condition on this Pokemon, it reflects it back to them. Psybeam to status. Actually, Psychic Z move, even though it only does, 80 damage or 90 damage. Maybe we put this in C tier.
I think it's fair. Yeah.
Steven sounds like he agrees that it stays in D.
Yeah, I don't think it's in C.
Okay.
Hyphenated is saying C.
Rai says C. Tarvold says D. Typhlosion says C. All right, so it looks like the majority is saying C. Stick them there for now. Next. Corsola. Corsola was very interesting in the water decks. I remember the first time I played this, I got destroyed by it. Coral Power. If this Pokemon is not poisoned or noxious, then while it is on the field, your non-Corsola MP 1 water type Pokemon gain plus 1 MP. Pretty survivable, like it does have the Protect and the Mirror Coat. And the Rock Wall, if the battle opponent's attack is 120 damage or below, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out. I don't know. It's between D and C.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much.
So what's your... You think D? Yeah, the fact that it's 1 MP.
It's either D or E.
D or E, okay. Like, how would you use this, right? You would use this with... You'd have to have Feeny. You'd have to have Swampards.
It's like the only like Swampert is the best 1 MP water, and it already boosts itself. And then you have
True.
like Golisopod, which is not that great. Manaphy, which boosting its MP doesn't help it like that much, because then you're running Corsola and Manaphy. And the Aquasphere, like Tarvold said.
Okay, so yeah, then maybe. Damn, I mean,
It's weird because we put Arbok in D, and it's almost the same.
But I would say E tier because Miracle is basically nothing. You have Miss, Protect does nothing. Just Rockwall. But still, it's 50.
well, the fact that it has a niche is why I think it definitely doesn't belong in E tier. Yeah, I kind of want to put it in D tier. Golisopod was fantastic. Golisopod never rolled what I wanted it to roll. Hyphenated. I wanted him to be good, and he is decent, but let's just put him in D tier, and let's move on. Corsola. Reshiram. Here we go. Reshiram, Fly. Where did we have the Zekrom?
I think you put it in
B.
C.
We put it
or
in B.
Yeah, B.
So here's the question: do we put Reshiram where Zekrom is in the B tier, or do we put it higher because of Fly? That's kind of like the only difference here.
Wait, didn't Zekrom has Fly too though?
Wait, what am I thinking of?
So like the main difference I think is that Reshiram would get used with Kyurem and Ho-Oh in the Kyurem White decks. And then Zekrom, you can use it with Coco in like some electric decks, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think Kyurem, I think Reshiram is a little bit better than Zekrom, but I think they're in the same tier either way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I was thinking of the Kyurem Black or Kyurem White. One had Draco Meteor, and the other one had Fly. I think that's what I was thinking of.
Kyurem
White has Draco.
Okay. So, all right. We have him in B. I guess we'll just stick Reshiram in B with Zekrom. And, I mean, you do have to consider, like, what people were using, like, the white Kyurem, the Ho-Oh. So, yeah, I think that's enough to put it in B tier. Ooh, Magmortar. Now, I thought Magmortar was, like, the coolest Pokemon just because of the Flame Gun. I thought Flame Gun was so cool. Like, it knocks out the Pokemon directly behind it. Like, you get a 2 knockout. I don't think there was any other Pokemon that could do that at the time when this was out. Obviously, the biggest downfall is the miss. The Fire Punch did get a buff. Fire Punch was, like, wasn't it, like, 80 or something? Or was it 100?
60.
60?
The same as Electivire.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. But as the game ended, Fire Punch 140 causes burn. 3-star Flame Gun when you had Blacephalon. So, because of that, I think it's enough to be in. I kind of want to make a case for B, but I think majority of people are going to go with C. So,
I would say C.
I think I'll go with C as well.
Flame Gun is way too small, I think. If it was like half the wheel, then maybe. But being at 28, it's a little hard to use.
Yeah, that's true.
Celesteela Flame Gun was better.
Celesteela?
Yeah, I think Celesteela was the only other thing that could use Flame Gun, if I remember.
Oh, true. Yo, what up, K-Dub?
It was only with its ability though.
Yeah, you know what?
But if you use it with Poipole, you could have always have Flame Gun.
Yeah.
Dude, Hankyo would definitely say that, Kenny. That's funny. But yeah, no, dude, back to Celesteela. I'm pretty sure that thing landed. What was the blue?
Rendezvous.
Landed Rendezvous like so consistent, even though it was like, what was it, like 20? 30 of the wheel?
I think it was like a 20.
Something
at
small.
base.
All right, we threw Magmortar in the C tier. Goldeen. The only cheesy thing here is Waterfall and Rotom. Wash Rotom. That's the only cheesy thing here. But what is it, Steven? What is it?
It's an E, dude.
It's an E, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of fun in like a water gym.
Yeah, the water gym was, yeah.
That's it.
All right, let's move on. Kenny, how are you? Hydreigon. All right, Hydreigon. I tried to make work with a 2-star Meteor Draco Meteor. It's pretty large. We have to factor in into 1 MP. It's a Dragon Sphere, moves 3 figures, 2 MP. This Pokemon deals 10 damage for each, which didn't really matter. Not many people. I mean, I tried to make it work. I can't remember how much damage. I think Dark Pulse ended up doing like maybe like 160 or something with whatever I was doing. Draco Meteor, 2-star purple. I don't think I went straight from Deano, but for some reason, like I always landed Flamethrower, which causes status. Probably. Yeah, and the Draco Meteor just, I mean, if it was like a consistent like knockout, not spin, if it's 70 damage or more.
I kind of want to put this in like D, I think.
D? Damn. I want to put it in C, but all right.
See what everyone else thinks.
Yeah, chat. What are you thinking, Vixen? What are you thinking, Luigi? What do you mean? Look who's here. Oh, Jamel. What's up, Jamel? Sucks I didn't see you streaming earlier.
Flygon is better than Hydreigon.
Flygon? No way. There's no. How? Flygon?
Because if you try to use Winnie Megalodius, Flygon will be a great trouble.
Because Flygon is 2 MP at base, and it has the ground Z move.
Okay, that's actually fair. Z move. Okay, I totally can see that. I thought you were just talking about
and
mobility.
Fly away. So yeah.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I agree with that. I don't know what I was just purely like thinking of Dragon Sphere and being able to move through figures. But yeah, Draco Meteor doesn't really provide nothing consistent, nothing guaranteed. Dark Pulse is weak. It didn't, like, I got it up, like I said, so maybe 150, 160. I don't remember, but not enough in Flamethrower. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I could say D though. Like with Typhlosion, I don't want to put this thing with Typhlosion. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. All right.
Yeah, I'm sticking with D.
D. All right. What do you guys say? D. Chat. What do you guys say? Jamel, did you ever play Pokemon Duel? Let me know. D.
And talking about Flygon, next one it will be Trapinch.
Wait, Flygon?
No, the next one.
The next one's Flygon?
No.
Next is Trapinch.
Oh, okay.
She said.
All right, so we'll go Hydreigon in the D tier. All right. Oh, you missed out, Jamel. Trapinch, ground, so we have to factor in the ground Z move, although it does 140, not bad. The ability, which is pretty nice, any Pokemon adjacent to it except for flying type Pokemon will be unable to use MP move, excuse me. You can still MP or move through. Half of the will is survivable. Protect, dig. I didn't realize it had a 0 miss at level 5. The crunch is quite nice for the Z move because it hits for 140. This is ground Z move, dig, cheese. 1 MP though. Yeah, so
Yeah, D tier.
D tier. Yeah, I'm saying D.
Raikou, do you think that I sound Russian?
I could actually see that. Yeah, I do. I could totally see that. D tier. Steven, what do you think?
I suppose it's D.
D. All right, that one was pretty unanimous. Trapinch. All right. Next. Zweilous. Ooh. Okay, so Zweilous easy to evolve, 2 MP. But yeah, it's still D tier probably. I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, it's definitely not an E tier because of its ability to evolve easily, the roar, survivability. Yeah, I don't think it's E tier. I'm going D. Steven says D. Vixen, what do you think?
D.
D. Kenny says D. The 4 MP Zweilous. I do remember that. Chat, give me your opinions here. D. Unless we're in all agreements. or unless you have a compelling argument to move it from D, we are moving on. Raikou. Okay, so Raikou has the inner focus. This Pokemon cannot gain weight while it's on the field. It doesn't really matter. Shockwave, the battle opponent, and all Pokemon directly behind it gain weight. Nope, nothing good here. It's just E tier, right?
I think it's an E.
It's an E,
Yeah, E.
dude.
I don't know if Luigi is saying this is S. Is Riolu your favorite? Oh, he said Zapdos.
Kenny,
Oh, yeah, Zapdos is next.
I agree with you, Kenny. I wanted to put it in D or C tier, but we usually go with the majority. The only good thing about Raikou is its mobility, 3MP. Let's move on. Oh, Zapdos. Now, Zapdos here was a gold user that many people used, but pretty inconsistent will. Very inconsistent. Let's talk about him. Can move through figures. Now, what was new was the plus 30 damage. It gains plus 1 MP and 31 damage if this Pokemon has a charge marker. That was new. That would have been interesting if it had that at the beginning. Very inconsistent will. Damn, I didn't realize its miss was that big. At level 1. But, I mean, still was a staple. It was a staple in the game for the longest time. So, because of that, because of its legacy, so we do have to factor that in. Oh, man. Part of me wants me to put it in B tier, but because of the inconsistency of the wheel, I'm going to go with the C tier. I mean, you can buff it with Coco. Other than that, I mean, gold is nice. This was actually the first figure I chained to level 10, too. Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to go C tier. What are your guys' thoughts?
I mean, like you said, it does have some good benefits. A decent sized gold and moving through figures is good. Damage is low. I think gold kind of makes up for damage, but not like a lot. Yeah, I can see C. It has more points if you're giving like legacy stuff. I kind of want to say C or B.
Yeah, the only reason why I would go to B is for legacy, but after that, I mean, you have to think like, let's let this be the differentiator. Was Zapdos in the game for over half of Pokemon Duel's entirety?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
barely below it.
It
Well,
was out in
actually,
2017.
you know what? I'm pretty sure Zapdos was like my favorite figure still at the end of the game. So yeah, you're right. And because of that, because it was around for over half, then maybe I think I want to put it in B. All right, my final. Yeah, I'm gonna go B. B is my final. What are your guys' final? And chat, what's your final?
B.
B, Steven?
I kind of want to say C for my final.
C? Okay. Oh, hyphenated, taking shots at Tarvold, saying Gothitelle, the most overrated figure in the game. E minus. That's funny. B. All right, we'll say B. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Zapdos. And I actually remember, I think I got my Zapdos with materials. Actually, I remember it came down to Zapdos. Like, I always wanted Zapdos. And then once I had enough material, I believe Sceptile and Virizion came out. And I believe I pulled Sceptile. So then, when I had enough materials, I think I went with Virizion instead. But all right, next we have Vespiquen. That's in it's E. No ability. Defend order. You may move one of your Combi on the field next to you, or this Pokemon. Attack order plus 30 damage for each of your own neighboring Combi. Too much to set up. 2 MP. I think it's an E.
It's
Yeah,
E.
even defend order doesn't benefit you in any way, really. It
Right.
could even be a bad thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Why C though?
You got yours from a single booster? Nice. Luigi, did you misclick, bro? Like a C.
I think Luigi's like going ahead of us.
Explain yourself. Oh yeah, he said Vespion's E, and then he said C, whatever this one is. All right, let's see. Is Luigi right? Is the next one going to be a C? Moltres. Okay. Okay, let's talk about it. Same ability as Zapdos. The only difference is it hits more. So the Steel Wing did more damage. The Crushing Flame did more damage. I can see C with this. The only reason why it's C, it can move through figures. It's 2 MP. It does decent amount of damage. The Will, I mean, it can survive. Well, not really. Well, yeah, I don't think I would put this in a D tier. I don't think I'd put it in a D tier.
Yeah, I think I want to say C just because it's not good enough to be B, and I think it's slightly better than D.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I agree with that.
It is the worst bird, Rice has. I agree with that too.
Yeah. For sure.
B minus for Tarvel. Oh, okay, he says C actually. Date says C. All right, Moltres. We'll go with a C. Moltres. Next is the Crawdon. Okay, so we talked about
Corphish.
Corphish. I was like, what's his name again? Where did we put Corphish? Corphish.
We had it in D.
D tier? Okay. Okay, so we can base it off that. The Corphish is in D tier. The only reason why I would even think about putting Crawdon in the E or C tier is because the Guillotine. I mean, it does have a huge miss. We know how you run this with like the Tapu Bulus. Yeah, actually, I don't even think the Guillotine's big enough to bring it to C. I'm actually, well, then it does also have the Aqua Jet. It does have the Crab Hammer too, which could. I'm actually okay with still with D. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a D.
Yeah, D.
D.
It
Okay.
has, like we talked about with Corphish, it has some interesting plays that you can do with it, but overall, doesn't add a whole lot to a deck. And its ability is the same as Corphish, but its wheel is slightly better. But I think it's still in the same tier as it.
Yeah, I'll throw it in B. Right, that's interesting. I know the deck that you're talking about, but I never seen Evolta in it, so that's very interesting. So,
Yeah, I think I said last time, I used Crawdon. I had 2 Crawdon, 2 Wimpod, and then Rotom Wash and something else, and was just cheesing with that. It was fun, but like you hardly would win anything.
yeah, it's just like an annoyance at that point, right? And it just comes down to time and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think C or D is good. Oh, Hyphenate says C. Wait, what? A big miss doesn't matter until the figure is actually good? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. Makes sense a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
because I mean, I don't think you're really using Crawdon for the wheel anyway. It's just for the ability.
Yeah.
Wait, what, Kenny? When did they say this? Let's move on. Floatzel, dude. I thought Floatzel, like, I don't know. I think the design's cool. We never saw its... What is its lower form called? I forgot.
Buizel.
Buizel. Yeah, E, right? There's no... Just boom.
No
Definitely.
questions asked.
Yep.
Yeah. And now it's Articuno.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Kenny. Articuno. I liked Articuno a lot. I actually ran Articuno. When was it? When we got those weird plates that boosted plus, was it 30? 50? I don't remember what it was. But then I put everything, I got mine to level 10, put everything into the ice charge. The Cold Crush was hitting for a minimum of like 140. Why was it hitting for 140? I can't remember. Because of the plates, I guess, I ran with it?
Desperate Times. Is that what you were using?
What?
That's like a 2-slot plate.
No. It wasn't Desperate Times. It was like a 1 plate or 1 slot plate. I'm going to have to look this up again. All right, hold up. Let's see.
I don't think there was anything that was 1 slot that gave you 50.
It wasn't, yeah, you're right. It wasn't 50. It had to have been 30. Articuno.
Well, X attack is 30.
Destroying Kyurem White and Articuno and neutralizing Mewtwo Y.
Today, your
I
information is more
didn't wait
exposed
for
than ever.
Galarian Articuno
When you
for
shop,
Sword and Shield.
Oh, I'm excited. Those designs look pretty cool.
Can Arctic
Yeah.
or double overdrives to the Mewtwo Knight, the DNA
Ooh,
Smash,
Raikou is
Never melt
great.
ice.
Ice. So he's got the form. He's got cure.
Oh, those plates,
Here,
okay.
but let's
Oh
get to
yeah,
watching
yeah. I forgot about
moves of
those.
his.
Yeah.
Never melt ice. What else did I do with it though?
I decided to take the entry point. And I'm like, that's good, but I'm also gonna take the entry point this time. And look
I
how
mean, maybe
just
you have like
completely
that and the Sharpedo.
neutralized
I don't know.
Mewtwo
What does this thing hit for?
Plus 40.
And Articuno,
Was it plus
unfortunately,
40?
Well, if you have 2 of the type plates. You
Oh,
can view
that,
the plates in the library too.
oh, we can?
Yeah.
Yo, maybe we gotta. Maybe we'll have to rank plates at one point.
I don't know about that.
All right. Final thoughts on Articuno. So, oh, flying. I think I buffed it with the what's it called?
Like Swablu or something.
The Altaria.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made it to a way where the crushing, because that was the downfall of its will, was the cold crush. But I made it to where it hit for like decent amount of damage. Hold on, let me start this again. Okay. The flame charge, which was nice, because then you can gain plus 1 MP, plus 30 damage. You can freeze them. I ran it with the Kyurem deck. Steel Wing was hitting for like 180, something like that. It's better than Moltres. Because I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it belongs with
I think
Moltres?
it's No, it doesn't belong with Moltres because I think it's better.
I think it's better
it
too.
has because it has the opportunity to froze the opponent,
And the Z
which
move.
is better.
Ice
Yeah.
Z move too. Hyphenate says it's better than Zapdos. Luigi says B tier. Interesting. Steven, what are you thinking?
This is hard for me.
And I don't think that Zapdos isn't worse than Articuno. I think Zapdos is better because of its gold.
Me too. I agree with that. But Hyphenate, why do you think it's better than Zapdos? B or A for Date? Interesting. So it gets B just because of its small purple, and Z a bunch of ice has. What are you thinking, Kenny? B, Jamel. C, I'm kind of leaning more towards. Yeah, I don't know if I can put it in B tier. Because like you really wanted to hit its purple, and if it doesn't hit its purple, what does it do? None of it, like, maybe if Cold Crush caused freeze? I think I would say C, actually. I think I'd go C.
Yeah, it's hard to rank it because Ice Charge, letting you freeze and also giving it a boost in MP and damage is really good. And Ice Z move is really good, but it's hard to rely on either one of those things because the Z move takes time and the marker requires a small piece to be spun. So for me, it's like a high C.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Moltres is a low C. Articuno is a high C. So, okay, I think us three are in agreement with C. Chat's got B, B, or A. B, A. Well, Jamel, never mind. C.
I mean, I don't really like disagree with people saying B either, because I feel like I can go either way, but I want to say C.
All right, we'll go for that for now. Articuno. All right, let's move on. Oh, our first
Mega
Mega.
Venusaur.
Our first
Mega
Mega.
Venusaur, it's definitely an S tier
Okay.
because of Melee.
Yeah, let's go over that. So it's got the Cure Blossoms Incursion. I never even knew like that's what it was even called. This Pokemon can MP move over poison and noxious Pokemon. Pokemon that this Pokemon move over are temporarily excluded from the duel, returning 7 turns later. But what the hell? Why is? Do you guys see its base? It's black. What in the world is going on
Your
here?
app is so messed up.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. Zero Mist level 5 could run this with X speeds if you wanted, but not. We all know the Melee Soar. Venom Whip. One Pokemon within 2 steps becomes noxious. Solar Beam hitting for what, 170 or 180?
180.
180.
Yeah,
Yeah.
180.
I
It's
don't.
basically an S tier because
I don't know if I
before
want to put it
use
in S tier.
I would put because
Like what?
look
Why?
at its ability.
What does it do? Its ability. The only reason why you could argue the S tier would be the Melee Soar, but that's not even predicated on its ability. That's just because it can move through figures with Melee
It
Wish.
can use Air Balloon as well,
Oh, true. Air Balloon. Okay.
but I want to put it in A.
Yeah, I think A is more likely.
Before I use a Mega Gardevoir, on my exclusion decks, my very first exclusion figure was Melee Mega Venusaur.
All right, let's see. Chat. We got S A, S with Coco, A with Coco, or A without it. 180. Mega Venusaur losing. Yeah, when you're done with the Mega, I mean, because you kind of have to run it with the Shaman land form, but if you don't, after the Mega, you're back with Venusaur 1 MP. A plus, Melee Waves niche.
Shaman, we Grass Sphere,
Oh yeah.
which is useful against Ultra Beasts and Takeaway
Looks like the majority is saying
and
A.
Whirlwind.
I'm good with.
Yeah, I would say A just because it's like it's really strong, yes, but I think we're trying to put things in S that are like really meta defining, and like Mega Venusaur is scary when it's set up, but it's not like it didn't define the meta or anything.
That's fair. Yeah, you're 100% right. I do like that. Next, Megazard X. All right, you guys seen that video where this Megazard X just absolutely demolished. Pure White Wheel, Soft Banish. Where do we want to put this? 3 MP, can't move through figures.
Yeah, Charizard X is it makes me sad.
Yeah, they could have done something way better with the Zard X. So if I'm putting Zard Y above it, where does Zard X belong? B tier?
Maybe like
B
B
tier.
or C. Maybe B. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't put it A for sure.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go A. I think I'm gonna go B on this. Vixen, did you say B too?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Steven, you said B. Tarvald says D. What? Kenny says B. Hyphenate says C++. It would have been S if it had a gold spin. Ooh.
I mean, like you can take a figure off the board for a little while, but I don't know. And it is 3 MP. That's good. Backdraft is pretty decent. I think I'm okay with B.
Yeah, I like B. Megazard X. Okay. Zard Y. Here we go. We were just talking about it. Like I said, I would put it above Zard X, and the only reason why, obviously, is because the ability to move through figures, and when it surrounds too, it
It's
goes
like
to
a
your
Mighty
PC.
Sphere, basically.
Yeah.
I think this is A.
Yeah, definitely think this is an A.
Yeah.
You can easily run
A
X speed
tier.
with this as well. That's kind of what people did, right? When Zard got buffed, they would move Zard up, and then they would Mega Zard Y, and they would just rush you with X speed. So, yeah, I like A. I like A Zard Y. Let's see what chat's saying. A Zard Y is better. Zard A. Yeah, pretty unanimous. All right. So we'll go Mega Zard. Y. Alright, next. Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise and the Turtle Missile. What was its ability? This Pokemon deals plus some damage for
damage.
Oh, for each water Pokemon. Yep. Okay. So because it had blue, better than Zard X, right? Damn.
Yeah.
Are we putting this with
overall
A?
it's better than
Yeah,
X.
I think it's safe to say A. Like
I'll go with A.
you have a huge blue that makes the opponent spin at minimum 2 times, right? At minimum 2 times. And then if you evolve from Wartortle, it'd be 3 times. You can run X speed with it. Hits high damage. The blue is huge. Yeah, I think I'm okay with putting it in A. Let's see what chat says. A, nope, B. Oh, okay. Z move fodder. You're right. You're definitely right. It is Z move fodder.
I think it's a B, just because Turtle Missile it's random, right? So you could get 2 KOs or you could get 0, and then it's worthless. So
That's fair.
It's really hit or miss.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because Turtle Missile is still really strong because you can snipe something anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think it's a B.
Yeah, and as the meta went on, most people had purple heavy figures.
Yeah, it's like purple or gold was sort of the big thing.
That's
Or blue.
yeah, that's fair. I'm okay with going it to B then. B for me, B for Steven. Vixen.
B.
B. Chat saying B. All right. What did Luigi do? Let's go Mega Blastoise. It's in the B tier. Oops. Mega Beedrill. Damn, man. I wanted to make this thing like work. And it could be like frustrating going against this thing, but alright, while this Pokemon, the poisoning order while this Pokemon is on the field, the misses of your Beedrill become, the battle opponent becomes noxious. The biggest thing here was the poison shock. If the battle opponent is noxious, exclude it from the duel. If it is not noxious, the battle opponent becomes noxious. Now I remember when this first came out, I thought maybe there was something wrong with the text, but I thought it was poison. If it was poison. So then when you tried to do the poison shock and attack Pokemon that were poisoned, they weren't getting excluded. And I believe they reworded it, didn't they? I thought there was something going on with the text. Pin Missile 70. Can run X speeds with this. Go ahead.
I think the only thing wrong with Mega Beedrill is the fact that you have to run Beedrill. Because Beedrill sucks, but Mega Beedrill is pretty decent.
Yeah, you did.
If we had a better Beedrill, then Mega Beedrill might be like A or something, but I think as it stands, I would probably put it like C.
That is definitely that's fair. You do have to factor in once the Mega goes away, it turns into Beedrill. And Beedrill is trash, so that's good. That's actually I'm okay with I don't know, man.
I mean it's like a high C or low B for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of in between here. So I'm trying to decide, do I really want to put this with B? Kind of, but then when a D evolves, it's trash. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with C. Final for me, C. Let's talk to Date, the Poison Master. What's your rating here? Vixen, what is yours?
Probably C.
C? Okay. Ooh, nice with Wing Sphere. Deserves a B- at least from Tarvold. Nothing higher than a C from K-Dub?
But Wing and Sphere wasn't for flying type Pokemon?
It was bug and flying.
Oh, okay.
No, Mega Beedrill's bug and poison.
Well, it worked for both bug type and flying type.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But I thought it was the molting energy.
That's to evolve it, right?
Molting energy lets you evolve when you move out of the PC.
See.
Wing Sphere also works with bug and flying.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like most people agree with C, so we'll put it there. What's wrong, buddy? Come here. Do you want to go upstairs? Yeah? Your mom's cooking. Alright, next. Dragonair. Dude, this whole entire line, well, not the whole entire line, but The Dragonite just makes me so salty. It's so terrible, man.
Yeah, it could have been better.
All right, we got the Shed Skin ability. It allows me to evolve. They made Dragonair kind of interesting because the Magnetic Storm, all neighboring Pokemon become paralyzed. You become paralyzed. They knew Shed Skin. They knew Evolve. Dragon Tail benches the battle opponent, which I don't understand. Didn't evolve you because you're displacing the opponent, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I think with displacement, if you leave the field, like if you're KO'd and you displace, you don't evolve. But if you KO, like Explosion lets you. Wait, no, Explosion doesn't let you evolve, does it?
It does, because when people ran it, when we did the like uncommon tournaments or common tournaments, we would run Geodude and then fully evolve it.
Yeah, so I think like KOing you always evolve, but movement you have to stay on the field to evolve, or something like that. Or like as long as you're not KO'd, I guess.
Well, what about Kirlia? Because Kirlia has a Psycho Switch where you could even switch with something in your PC, and you still get the option to evolve. I
mean, like because Kirlia wasn't KO'd, but like if Dragonair was KO'd and it moved something, it wouldn't evolve.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Because like Kirlia is still alive at that point.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's see. What are we rating here? I mean, I guess just its ability to evolve.
Yeah, like it makes Dragonite better to evolve. Like you wouldn't run Dragonite outside of that.
Yeah, and then Dragonite. Did it have the speed booster? Well, actually, you can evolve it with the speed booster and Dragon Sphere. And move through
then Dragon
figures.
Sphere doesn't do anything for you.
I thought you were able to still do it. I thought you were still able to move through figures with Dragon Sphere.
I don't think so, because then you're technically 2, and Dragon Sphere doesn't work if you have 2.
That's it. I thought it was the opposite, but okay. So we're basing it off of the ability to evolve. The Dragon Tail does have some sort of niche, like just to bench the battle opponent. No higher than a C. Do I want to put it in C? Let's see. Benches, causes paralysis, get the evolution. Yeah, I think I'm okay with a C. Probably like a lower C. What do you guys think? Chat saying C. Ooh, Hibernate says C plus. C from Date, C from Vixen.
I think C's fine.
C. All right. All right, C it is. Let's go Dragonair. Next, we have Dragonite. Okay, so you're right. He did have the speed booster. When he evolves, he gets +1 MP. Basically the poor or lesser version of the Rayquaza. Are we... Okay, so we want to run Dragon Sphere with this, right? Hits for 140, extreme speed, 100. Obviously the downfall was the sightseeing, which is like fly, but it's 1 star, and you gain weight. So where do we have Rayquaza in A tier? Because Dragonite is a little more inconsistent, and the sightseeing is not as good as fly. It's definitely not the same as Rayquaza, which is A, so I'd put Dragonite in B. Like, I kind of want to put him in C, honestly. No. Can move through figures. I don't know. I need some help. I'm between C and B. What do you guys think? Looks like Chad is saying C.
I would say C too.
Yeah, because it's reliant on either the evolution or Dragon Sphere. Because the thing with Rayquaza is it has the Mega, right? And its wheel is a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dragonite is like kind of comparable, but its wheel is worse. It can't Mega, and yeah, I think because it's reliant on Dragon Sphere or evolution, I think it's a C. If it was 2 MP, I'd probably put it B. Because like I don't know, even with Dragon Sphere, like it requires some setup. So I think C.
Okay, C. Yeah, the only way you could go to B, I mean, obviously the damage would be a lot. The damage is actually pretty nice when you have Alterias.
Yeah.
You would have to fully evolve this thing to make it somewhat comparable to just standard Ray. But yeah, I'm okay with C. C's fine. Chat looks like most people are saying C. More than anything else, it's because they fill different roles. Wait, who? Oh, Dragonair and Dragonite. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're good here. It's a damn shame, actually. Oh ho ho! Here we go. We are Grovyle now. Grovyle was nice. I liked Grovyle because of the Force Leap ability. At the start of your turn, instead of an MP move, you can move this Pokemon to a spot next to an adjacent Grass-type Pokemon. If there is a succession of Grass types adjacent to the first, you may instead move this Pokemon to a spot adjacent to any of them. So what I used to do, before Rotom was even out, I would do... Oh man, this was fun. So what I would do was I would put Whimsicott in the center, I believe, and then I would put the Trevenant on my entry point, and then I would use Whimsicott's ability to switch places and put the Trevenant in the center, and then move the Whimsicott like back, and then I would put the Grovyle on the board, and then whoever attacks the Trevenant would also turn into a grass type Pokemon, and then I would surround with the Grovyle the following turn. Grovyle is pretty easy to evolve. You can have the X speed. It has the spinner, the leaf blade. So yeah, it's pretty easy to evolve. You run this thing in a grass deck. There is Grass Sphere. Like I said, easy evolution. I'm kind of like high C for me on this one. What do you guys think? C. Grovyle
It's a C.
Bad.
I think it's a lower C.
Lower C, okay.
Because
For
I
me,
would
it's
say
just a C.
C.
yeah, the only benefit to this is using it in a grass deck. Like you can say that about any grass type.
Yeah, true, true.
I don't know, like that Grovyle brings a whole lot to the table. Poor Sleep is really cool though, for sure.
Okay, that's fair. Oscar, what's up, man? I don't know you. Talk to me. Tell me about
Looks
yourself.
Like everyone else is saying C.
Yeah, looks like everybody's saying C. That's fine. We'll move on from Grovyle. Oh, here we go. Sceptile. Sceptile. Listen, the day that Rico became pay-to-play player was when it was a 1-year anniversary. We got Sceptile because he is my favorite grass Pokemon of all time. Yeah, and that's when I started spending money. Grovyle here, the kind of answer to DOA, because it can respin hit for 150 damage. But then again, DOA would just make you respin. But Stealth Hit was a very, very interesting move. It was kind of like meta changing, because you have the ability, like you survive and you can jump over the figure. Like you had the ability to do so. Got some cheesy wins that way, and it's pretty big. 28 at level 1. I don't think enough to go S tier. I'm gonna say A tier for me.
Yeah, because it was like really, really good when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what Hyphenated is saying. He seems to
Stand
believe
back, kids. Let the expert tackle this one. All right. Sceptile was an incredibly fantastic figure with the entirety of the game. He's an unbelievably good amount of versatility with the Mega. That's true. We need to factor in the Mega, and extremely hard to attack into. I wouldn't say it was extremely hard to attack into, because okay, so let's ask this question: Why did Sceptile have a decline in usability as the game progressed? People are saying
because of Zoroark.
True. Yeah, you had counters. You had Zoro. You had, I mean, even Celebi, because, I mean, it depends on what you upgraded on the Sceptile. Like, mine was all in the Stealth Hit, I believe. Then I changed it to Leaf Blade, but then I went back to Stealth Hit, I believe, at the end. Tarvold's saying B. Rai is saying B. Never liked having to rely on getting 50% rolls. That's fair. Well, actually, I could see that. No Z move protection. Didn't have an ability.
I think I'm leaning more towards B.
B. Okay, so this is very controversial. B. Let's see. Actually, yeah. Why would I want this to be an A tier? What do I have in A tier? Metagross, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Gabite, Mewtwo, Venusaur, Ray, Megazard. Why? Would I run this over them? I mean, the Mega Evolution is actually nice, built-in Max Revive. Stealth Hit, it was really nice. It really was. But then as Z moves came out, it became Z move fodder. Getting 150 wasn't that consistent. So yeah, you know, I could see B for those reasons alone. I'm kind of leaning more towards B, high B. Steven, I think you said B. Vixen?
B.
B. All right, chat. One last time. Final ranking for Sceptile. Let me know what it is. So far, we have Bs. Oh, then again, yeah, Sceptile does have X speed. That could be a full gold will. So B. K-Dub says A.
Oh man, I forgot about Tropical Energy. That was fun when it came out.
Oh yeah, Trop Energy. That's right. That is right. Okay,
Yeah, you would run like Sceptile and Zapdos with Tropical Energy.
Yeah, I do remember that. I'm kind of stuck here, man, between A and B. I guess towards the end of the game, you didn't really have Sceptile because of Z moves. That blue is just huge, like huge miss. Like when he first came out, the Stealth Hit was so good. Great mobility. That I would definitely be like A. Definitely A. No questions asked. But as the game sort of ended, you saw less and less of Sceptile. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go final. B final. A, B's. I think the majority here is B.
I do like what you're saying though, hyphenated. Because like if you have Sceptile like in the corner, like in the middle section, in the corner of the middle section, excuse me, then they can't really attack into you because you can hop over and then surround, or you can Mega and take the goal. So like it's a really good positioning figure and sort of controls some space.
Yes.
But it has a hard time if your opponent doesn't attack, then it has a hard time doing much, I think. I mean, you can attack and get Stealth Hit as well and like push forward, so like that's good too. But in my opinion, it's hard to like continue with it.
Yeah, this one's actually tough. I'm just gonna go with the majority here. The majority was saying B, so we'll leave it in B tier for now, which kind of pains me because I actually want to put it in A. But all right, let's move on. Oh, Mega Sceptile.
Yeah, now we have the Mega.
All right, so smaller Stealth Hit, Tail Missile, which was kind of like the Water Shuriken, built-in Max Revive, which is good, but was it meta-defining? I don't think it was. So actually, this actually makes sense because I feel like I can't have Mega Sceptile and Sceptile in the same tier. And I honestly don't feel like Mega Sceptile is an S tier. So, for me, I'm putting him in A tier.
Yeah, so it does have good value with potentially reviving 2 figures. 3 MP is great with decent damage on a runner. I wish the Stealth Hit was bigger.
Yeah, me too.
So I think that's the main thing I don't like about it.
Vixen?
I think it's A tier too. But I think they decreased the Stealth Hit because they wanted to make him more a striker.
Yeah, because like Tail Missile is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some cheesy stuff with it. But all right, let's see. Chat is saying A++, A+. Would have been. Imagine if there was a way to auto scoop up with land, dude. That'd be interesting. All right, so it looks like everybody unanimously says A. Nice. Let's move on. Are we? Is this all megas now? Oh, the rubber chicken. Remember, who did I get in an argument with? I don't remember who I got in an argument with. It was on not Discord, but Reddit. For the longest time, I would much rather have Combuskin over Blaziken. Combuskin, because of the Cyclone Kick, 3-star purple, and the weak spot gain weight 4. I rarely evolved my Combuskin. Dude, the Cyclone Kick was just so good.
I still remember winning with Combuskin against DOA.
Against DOA?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. Because the guy was battling me, and then the first roll was Cyclone Kick, and it had to re-roll again, and then it hit Cyclone Kick again.
Nice.
It's so funny.
I think just because of... I mean, Blaziken still was a threat. You have to factor that in. The Cyclone Kick is so good, 3-star purple. And the weak spot to give it weight 4. I want to put this... a B, easily, in my opinion. I think a B. Also a fighting type. You got to factor in the...
Mighty Sphere.
Mighty Sphere, yep. What are your guys' thoughts, chat? Let's see what chat's saying. Chat's saying B as well.
B
C plus for Tarvel.
Okay.
Steven, what's your thoughts?
I think it's a B. I think some people would say C just because its wheel is like, cause like Cyclone Kick is still kind of small. Like it's sort of comparable to Magmortar, honestly. But I think because it can evolve into Blaziken, I think that boosts it to a B.
Okay. B it is. Rubber chicken.
Now we have Blaziken.
Haha. Mr. Blaziken, Mr. Inconsistent, but sometimes this thing hits Cyclone Kick 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Blaziken.
Me too.
Burning up all my double chance.
Right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Best gold attacker in the game.
what
One of the best.
I feel like it what would make Blaziken an A tier? I mean, it's a 4-star. Well, okay, it's a 3. The ability to evolve, so you can move through figures and burn them. Jet Kick was kind of cheesy. It helped sometimes.
Yeah.
But the Mega Blaziken was not good because the purple did not do what Cyclone Kick did. I honestly think that... Damn, do I want to put this in... I don't think I want to put this in A tier. I mean, it's obviously better than... Is it better than Combuskin? I don't know. I still think B tier for Blaziken. If I'm putting Sceptile in B tier, I'm putting Blaziken in.
Blaziken is A tier. A tier for Blaziken.
A tier for you? Okay, that's fair. Steven?
I do really like Blaziken. Yeah, I think what would have helped it is just in general, make Cyclone Kick bigger.
Whoa. Hold up. K-Dub says, you really? Blaziken in your top 5? No way. All figures considered top 5, bro? I don't know about that.
Blaziken for me was one of the best to counter Deoxys A.
Yeah, that's mainly what I used as well. This and like Sceptile.
Actually, Rai has a good point. It was meta defining, kind of, and it was always good.
Yeah, I want to say
A. You know what? Yeah,
It's A.
I think I would put it in A. Honestly, yeah, it was always good, always good. Like, yeah, destroys Lunala. You run X speed with this thing. You can freely attack and do Lunala without even evolving it.
Only for X speed, you can use like alchemy marker on it.
Yeah. All right. I'm okay with A. I'll go with A on this. Oh, it just pains me that Sceptile is below it. No.
Mega Blaziken, I think, is also A. It's certainly not S.
Okay. See, this is why. Well, okay. It does have the Wall Crusher, which it moves the adjacent one. So it moves one opposing Pokemon that is adjacent to the battle opponent to its PC. The battle opponent gains weight 3. I think the only good thing here is that its ability to move through figures and burn them. I would run Blaziken over this. So if Blaziken's an A tier, then Mega Blaziken's either low A or high B. And the wheel is black, or the the base is black. All right, guys, what are your thoughts? And let's see, Chad is saying with B+, probably B. Agree with Tarvel. Mega Blaze, same rank as Blaze. Okay, so you're saying A. So a couple A's, couple B's. Steven, what do you think? You said A, right?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it in A.
All right, Vixen?
I'm B.
B. Okay, I think we're like caught in the middle here. So we have 3... a couple B's, B. It looks like the majority is B, actually. All right. Mega Blaziken. Next, Mega Swampert. The Tractor, which was the reverse of the Typhoon Slash. This thing can move under figures, is ground typing, buffs itself. Where did we have Swampert? Swampert, we have it at...
I think it's a B.
B. We have it in B tier. All right, so with the Mega...
Yeah, B there.
Do I want to put this in the A tier? Let me think. Ground Z move. Moves under figures. But then again, if you don't have the right pieces for the deck... Like, once people knew what this does... Is Z move fodder? It does have Ice Punch though. I don't know. I'm undecided right now. If I want to move it from a B to an A, what are your guys' thoughts?
I think it's an A.
You think it's A?
Just because
I don't like Earthquake.
Yeah, Earthquake is iffy, but like it's high damage. It has the mobility. It can be 3 MP with another Swampert on the field. Ground Z move and Tractor being able to like open up the goal for you. I think it's an A, worthy of an A.
A.
I prefer Bulldozer from Raikou over the Tractor.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that like means that this is bad just because Bulldozer is better.
I'll go for high B.
B. All right. A lot of people are saying A. All right. We'll go with A. Mega Swampert. Next. Nincada. Has Dig. What was the training? This Pokemon gains weight 10 at the start of the duel. When this Pokemon is knocked out of battle. Oh yeah, it can evolve into the Ninjask. 1 MP. It is ground. And when it does get knocked out, it does evolve. So is that enough to push it from an E to a D? I believe so.
It's also it also gives like a max revive effect too.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, when it evolves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It evolves without moving to the PC if it evolves. Okay, you're right. I totally missed that.
It's interesting. It has the Ground Z move. Dig is decent. It really sucks that it's 1 MP and has the weight 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna go D. Vixen D. Steven?
Yeah, probably D.
Chat. Let's see. D. D plus. Looking forward to D. Okay. Nice. Nincada. Next. Ninjask. Okay, so it did have the bullet speed. This Pokemon can MP move through Pokemon that have weight. If this Pokemon has evolved, this Pokemon on the bench plus 1 MP, so it could be 4 MP off the bench. 0 mess level 5. Night Slash. You can switch, right? Yeah, with the Pokemon on the bench or PC after the battle. Double Edge. This Pokemon and the battle player are knocked out. What deck was Santi use on me that beat me with? I can't remember what the deck was. Hyphenated. What deck were you using when you were experimenting with this? Mobility. Yeah, I need more. I need some scenarios because just off the bat, I never ran Ninjask. I never even tried to do anything with it. So right off the bat, I just want to say D tier, just because of the double edge to KO a figure. But tell me what was cheesy. I totally forgot about it.
You would run it with the Nincada, so like Nincada would get KO'd and then evolve, and then if you had the Wing Sphere, it would be 3 MP and moves through stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to like push it into C for me though. I mean, maybe it is. But yeah, like the only thing you want on its wheel is double edge. 3 MP is good though. It can KO with a Bugsy move too, I suppose.
Yeah, can make them negative MP. So, yeah,
Maybe a C.
C, Vixen.
C.
All right, chat. What are you thinking for the Ninjask? Couple C's. And yeah, I'm okay with putting it in a C. Ninja S Tarvel says C. Go blocking in 1 turn from the bench. Game saving. Sneaky surrounds are good. Turn defense to attack instantly.
Yeah, I mean it's 4 MP off the bench if you evolve it. So like that alone is pretty good.
All right, I'm okay with that. Let's go next. The Mega Salamence. What did they change on this? What did they buff? Was it the
A Hyper Beam, and they decreased the miss.
Yeah, that's what it is. They decreased the miss. Okay, so let's talk about what was the ability again? I forgot. This Pokemon, Scarlet Blade Wings. Pokemon that this Pokemon move over using Fly are knocked out. Okay, I do remember that. And then plus damage. Okay, so you wanted this thing to land Fly. Dragon Flying Z move. Damn. This Mega's really going to be like... I mean, 24 Fly at level 1. Could X speed it? I think
it has good damage, but the fact that it's Hyper Beam kind of hurts it.
Yes.
Protect is really big, and you have to run it from. I suppose you would run the EX elements, which is not that great either.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go B with this. Because you could get double KOs. Mobility's not bad with Fly. And then if you have the EX Salamence after the Mega Evolution, you could have Dragon Sphere, and his ability does go through and burn. Yeah, I'm thinking B. What do you guys think?
It's hard for me. I suppose a B is probably fair.
Yeah, B.
Okay.
Yeah, hyphenated. I was wondering if we would do that too.
What?
But I think everyone here said that they wanted to like be able to look at every figure and see where they're at.
Oh, to like add new tiers?
Oh, no, he said megas should be with the base form.
Oh, with the
and just
base.
considered one figure.
I mean that's true because like you can't just run a Mega by itself. Yeah, you're right. That's true.
I just wish that Mega Salamence had some other move instead of Hyper Beam.
Yeah, Hyper Beam is
Because-
trash.
Yeah.
Woohoo, next. Okay. Spirit Tomb. Did we have any active Spirit Tomb? Or did we have anybody in chat that used Spirit Tomb a lot? We know Spirit Tomb, the Grudge Stone. When it moves on the field, you ran it like with scoop ups, switches. You bring something on, they have to spin. They spin a white. They have the curse marker on here. Destiny Bond could KO 'em if they had the curse marker. You could curse them and then Shadow Sneak, which was a gold. 0 MP. Obviously, you know, people would air balloon or switch or scoop up, stuff like that. So pretty, it definitely has a niche. It was pretty threatening too. And you run this with like even Zoro. Yeah, this thing was good. And the Mega Blastoise as well. So
Yeah.
because of the way the deck worked, no lower than a C.
Yeah, I think probably one of the best strategies I saw with it was Mega Gardevoir, because Mega Gardevoir's ability would switch with it on the bench, and then you could still move Mega Gardevoir after that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. With wasn't there a land form? Shaman land too? To keep the Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Gardevoir was able to just switch multiple times with the Spirit Tomb.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I remember I did see that. So yeah, I mean, high C.
It has a good wheel too, for
Yeah,
sure.
really good. I like the wheel. What's chat saying? C, B minus, B. Yeah, I would say B minus to C plus. Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
I mean, the only bad thing about it is you really have to, like, you have to set it up. Yeah, it's like high C, low B. I'm not sure which one I would put it in for sure, though.
Vixen?
I'll go with C.
C. All right. Well, let's take a look what we have in C. Let's see if we can help come to a decision here. C. Yeah, I think I would run it over everything in C. Most of everything in C. But then again, I don't think I would run it with things in B. I don't know. I need some more convincing. What's chat saying? C, D minus for Tarvold. Gym meta, all about the rush. Who cares if you banish a figure when entries are locked down? That's fair. All right. Since we have C's, I'm gonna go with C. Oh, guys, we're almost done. Next. So there was this one time I made a video on Timple, and the next day I was streaming and then got cheesed by the Timple by Full Melt. So Timple had a unique niche cheese. You run it up the right side, the opponent's counter, and then you run it all the way up in the center as far as you can. Then they have to counter. If they don't attack, then you can air balloon, danger signal, GG boys. Or if they didn't even know what danger signal did, you run it with the wash rotom. You move through the figure, because you can move through, they're all water, danger signal, GG boys. But, you know, many people, well, not many people knew about it. Because it was cheesy, I want to put it in C tier, but that's my own bias. Probably belongs in D tier. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's probably D, just because danger signal is the only thing it does, and if it doesn't work out, then like Temple is useless outside of that.
Yeah, true.
D. All right, looks like everybody's saying D. Did you, Tarvold? You showed your wife that video? That's funny. Let's see, Hypene says, so it's a very viable deck to get to 3.3.2. Yeah, that's fair. Low C. Okay. C minus. I like that. I mean, I definitely want to put it in C. With you two saying C, but then on the panel we got D's, and we have D's in the chat, so go with D. Sorry, Timple. It's like the poor man's Mew. Politoed. Did we even really talk about Politoed? I think Tarvold round Politoed. Didn't you, Tarvold? With like the mud energy or something like that? I don't even... What does Long Lick do? Oh, yeah. So at the start of your turn, instead of an MP move, you can force an opponent's Pokemon that is 2 steps away from you from this Pokemon to spin. If you do, this Pokemon gains weight 3. If the result of that spin is a wet attack, that Pokemon gains weight 3. Mud Shot, which is a -1 MP marker. Oh, so with the Mud Energy, it becomes -2? Was that it?
No, Mud Energy makes them have extra.
Oh, extra weight. Yeah, you're right. Hydro Pump. Okay, so considering the ability, considering Mud Shot, and considering Mud Energy, is that enough to move this from E to a D? What are your thoughts? I think not.
I would probably put it E as well.
E. All right, Vixen. Vixen disappear. Chat, where we at? E or D? It's the worst of the line. Agreed. D- has the niche, regardless of how tiny it is. Ash's Politoed. All right, looks like D. Most people are saying D. So you go into D. Politoed. Next. Seismitoad. Date, where you at? Seismitoad, we do have the Poison Touch, which was really nice. It could be utilized in a lot of different decks. EQ, but the thing with Seismitoad was just its survivability. Its ability to poison you and survive because of the dodges and the bumpy vibration, which opposing Pokemon adjacent to your Seismitoad, Politoed, and Tympole gain weight. Oh, so this is where you use the Mud Energy. Did you use all 3 of them, Tarvold? Yeah, the ability to survive. The ground typing also. Damn, I kind of want to put this, I kind of want to put it in B tier. Because it can poison you, it can status you, it can survive, and it has a ground type Z move. That's my argument to put it into B tier. What do you think, Steven? Because I don't think Vixen's here.
So I kind of want to say C. It is really useful. It's a figure that can auto poison, and it has the ground Z move. Earthquake can be good, can be bad. It's low damage though.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a C. Mainly just because I think there's enough figures that are much better than it that I don't think it can go into B.
Okay. Listener once said that in this game, anything guaranteed is incredible. And I'm at, of course. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
100% agree with that. C. Hibernate says B. C for Date and Tarvold B. So I think we're caught in the... Steven, you said C, but you can see the argument for B. Is that what you said?
I suppose. I still think it's a C though.
C. Okay. So I think the majority here. So me, Tarvold, and Hypene say B. You, Luigi, Date, and Kenny say C. So we'll go with the majority. Seismitoad, you belong in C. All right. Cottony. It's not even... Wait. Any dragon-type Pokemon that battles this Pokemon will become paralyzed? I did not know that. I 100%... Was that always that?
Yeah, I think so.
Why did I not see this in the dragon meta? Well, why is this not 3MP? That's probably why. Yeah, but it's an E, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean it's like it can wall stuff if you have it set up with like a grass sphere and you have Diancie or something, but then
True.
It just doesn't do much outside of that.
Yeah.
The Fairy Z move is the only thing it can do really.
And it only does 80 damage, maximum of 100. So yeah, Whimsicott was way better. So I think this thing belongs in E. You said E. Luigi says E. Tarvel says E.
Yeah, E+.
Stop, Luigi. Wrong game. Next. All right, Whimsicott. Hey, we got a shiny Whimsicott, everybody. Shiny Whimsicott. The Strong Breeze I really liked because not many people knew it, so I kind of cheesed with it for a little bit. But before using this Pokemon, you can switch its position with another Pokemon or another one of your own Pokemon in an adjacent spot. So it was kind of a built-in swap spot. Cotton Guard to survive and Moonblast. So it does have it has survivability, But other than that, it's I mean, grass. It is fairy. Grass sphere. Z move is the same move we talked about with Cottony. It probably belongs in the same tier.
I think it's a D though.
You think it's a D?
It has better survivability with more dodge. It's 3 MP.
Oh,
and
true.
Its ability can be used for something at least.
True. That's fair. I could see D then. Tarvel says C minus, D plus. Okay. Yeah, I like sticking this with the D tier then. Kenny says D. All right. All right, guys. Last two. So Petilil.
I say Petalil.
Petalil.
I don't know.
It does have Grass Knot, which is good. It does have Grass Sphere. Well, it will be used with Grass Sphere most of the time. Does have Sleep Powder, so it has survivability. The miss is pretty big, but Grass Knot is pretty good. Would have been better if it was 3 MP, but that's okay that it's not. Does have the refreshing aroma when this Pokemon moves from the bench to the field. Remove any special conditions. Okay, so let's consider ability, Grass Sphere, Grass Knot, survivability being Protect, and Sleep Powder. Definitely not an E. I think everything that we just mentioned moves it from D to a C. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it would probably be like a pretty low C. I think it probably does have enough benefits to be outside of D.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, really only because it's grass and has Grass Knot. Like, that's just a good combination in general.
Okay.
I can see C. I suppose I think I would maybe say C.
C. All right. Looks like the majority of people are saying C as well. So we'll go with that. All right, guys. This is the last one. Is it anticlimactic? I don't know who the 300 one is, and it's... All right. So Lilligant. Own Tablet Pokemon cannot be confused. Oh, wait. Wasn't there something weird about this? Yeah. This Pokemon cannot be confused, but Petal Dance. Spin again until Petal Dance does not land. Damage is multiplied by the number of Petal Dances. This Pokemon becomes confused. So does this Pokemon come confused or not?
No.
Okay, so that's actually really good. So Petal Dance, or Lilligant with Heracross, with X Speed, Grass Sphere. Is it enough to be a B tier? I don't think so.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, like, the only thing that boosts it, or that, like, would bring it up any tiers is Heracross. And I don't know, like, how much I really rate that. Because, I mean, I'm biased because I don't really like spinners that much.
Yeah.
Is
it better than what do you say? Petalil?
Petalil.
Petalil. Is it better than Petalil? That's actually...
I think it might be worse.
Yeah.
Because Grass Knot is so good.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it's worse. So, if we have Petalil in C tier...
Probably a D for me, honestly.
A D? Yeah, I could see D tier.
Mostly because I don't like spinners that much.
That's fair. See, I'm kind of like low C, high D. Let's see what chat's saying. B from Vixen, B from Luigi. Luigi, were you even playing Pokemon Duel when Lilligant came out? D for Tarvold, D for Date, D for Hyphenated. Yeah, he does agree it's worse. And the spinner's low damage. Okay, so the majority says D. We will stick her in the D tier. All right, guys, we have 3 figures kind of figured out in what tiers we believe they're in. I believe there's over 600, like there's like 640 or 630 or something like that. So we're kind of halfway there. We still have a long way to go. This is what we have so far. Now, again, there's going to be a lot of shuffling. Maybe we'll just do everything and then we'll go at the end and maybe have some shuffling. I kind of want to do like a top 10 figures of all time, but we still have a long way to go. So hopefully the next time we do this, we have more A tiers, more S tiers. But I think we're going to conclude this stream for today in ranking the next 100 Pokemon figures in Pokemon Duel. Steven, any last words before I head off, my friend?
Nope. Thanks a lot. It was fun doing this again.
Yeah, man. I'll let you guys know. Just follow. You guys are all sub to me on YouTube. I will make some sort of post and try to let you guys know, like, at least 12 to 24 hours ahead of time on when I plan to do this, because it is kind of sporadic right now. But yeah, just stay tuned. Any last comment in the chat before I go, guys? Make a Pikachu tier. Get out of here. 5th wave is the most interesting. Damn. All right. So we have one more, and then we have the 5th one. Okay. 500 through 600 is gonna be interesting. 400 through 500 is very viable, but not as interesting as the 4th wave. Gotcha. Cool. All right. I'm gonna head out, you guys. Make sure, please, everybody stay safe, stay home, whatever you guys are doing. With this whole pandemic going on, just please stay safe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later, Steven.